Hebe, if that's you, please tell me that it's actually picking up on the game audio this time. Oh my god, it's picking up on the game audio, finally! So it works on the phone, but not the tablet, okay. Why it won't work on the tablet? Hey Hebe, that's you in the if you're already viewing, could you please say something in the chat? Where's the chat? Hi. Okay. You can hear the game audio, right? Please tell me. Because it was finally picking up on the game audio when I checked it. Don't know why it needed to be on the phone, but whatever. Because thank God I don't have to actually voice it out. There are 4 people watching. Where did these other 3 people come from? Radio's way better too. Oh, I bet. I gotta play through this again. At least I don't have to talk it. At least I don't have to voice it.
Yabe, そろそろ人が来ちまうぞ。早いところ制服を。この蓋、重たいんだぞ。こうなったら、奥の手だ。ふなー、それ。さてさて、お目当ての。
I wonder where that surge of 4 views came from. Talking weasel.
誰がタヌキじゃ。俺様はグリム様なんだぞ。まい、そこの人間、 俺様にその服をよこすんだぞ。さもなくば丸焼きだ。
You got any questions, Des? Anything at all? Why does the weasel think he's something else? Because Grim is delusional, that's why. That's why he thinks he's something else, because he's delusional. No other questions, Your Honor? Alright. Ooh, Christ. I hope my phone doesn't die before this ends. It's the prologue and he hasn't done anything story-wise and I'm already tired of seeing him.
ああ、やっと見つけました。君、今年の新入生ですね。ダメじゃありませんか。勝手にゲートから出るなんて。それに、まだ手なずけられていない使い魔の同伴は拘束違反ですよ。
話せ。俺様はこんなやつの使い魔じゃねえんだぞ。
はいはい、反抗的な使い魔はみんなそう言うんです。少し静かにしていましょうね。まったく、勝手に扉を開けて出てきてしまった新入生など前代未聞です。はあ、どれだけせっかちさんなんですか。さあさあ、とっくに入学式は始まっていますよ。鏡の前へ行きましょう。
Student.
あなたが目覚めたたくさんの扉が並んでいた部屋ですよ。この学園へ入学する生徒はすべてあの扉をくぐってこの学園へやってくるのです。通常特殊な鍵で扉を開くまで生徒は目覚めないはずなんですが。
So those coffins are like gateways.
それまでの世界に別れを告げ新しく生まれ変わる。あの扉の衣装にはそんな思いが込められているのです。
Hey Des, Hebe, do you see why I made it so that my Yusona ended up in this world in the way they did? If you don't remember, I'll happily tell you. Kinda lol. Yeah. No. Good, because I wouldn't be able to explain it anyway. I remember it now. Alright.
おっと、長話をしている場合ではありませんでした。早くしないと入学式が終わってしまう。さあさあ、行きますよ。
Where am I? Just tell me one thing. Where am I?
おや？君まだ意識がはっきりしてないんですか？空間転移魔法の影響で記憶が混乱してるんですかね。まあいいでしょう。よくあることです。では歩きながら説明して差し上げます。私優しいので。 ここはナイトレイブンカレッジ。世界中から選ばれた類まれなる才能を持つ魔法師の卵が集まるツイステッドワンダーランドきっての名門魔法師養成学校です。そして私は理事長よりこの学園を預かる校長ディア・クローリーと申します。
Magic.
この学園に入学できるのは闇の鏡に優秀な魔法師の資質を認められた者のみ。
I feel like I already know the answer, but Hebe, do you prefer if I voice it or do you prefer the actual voices? Either way works. Alright, so I'm just gonna keep it this way.
選ばれし者は扉を使って世界中からこの学園へ呼び寄せられる。あなたのところにも扉を乗せた黒い馬車が迎えに来たはずです。
No such thing happened. I do kind of remember crossing a dark forest. Okay, so I've already played through the prologue, so you didn't see the opening scene, but the opening scene did involve us being carried away in a carriage by a horse in a coffin, and it was a hand in a mirror that was asking us to take it, and something I don't remember. I'd have to reinstall and replay this entire game to show you, and I don't feel like doing that.
あの黒き馬車は闇の鏡が選んだ新入生を迎えるためのもの。学園に通じる扉を運ぶ特別な馬車なのです。
Also in the intro, the tutorial. I wish you could replay the tutorial because that's just as much as the prologue as, well, the prologue. But also in the prologue, you end up fighting this chimera, right? This chimera. And this chimera clearly looks like Grim. Like, it's not even a debate. That chimera obviously looks like Grim. And you fight it with the character you choose, your starting card. I don't know why they couldn't include the tutorial with the prologue, but whatever.
古来より特別な日のお迎えは馬車と相場が決まっているでしょ。
Time-honored tradition where?
さあ、入学式に行きますよ。
Oh boy, I hope my phone doesn't die. Let me say something. I guess I gotta keep Twitch open. Yes. Rhythm games.
Sa, これで入学式と両分けは終わりかな。いいかい新入生たち。ハーツラビル寮では僕がルールだ。逆らう者は首をはねてやるから。そのつもりで。
やっとかったる式が終わった。
This is the rhythm section of the story, by the way. Oh my god. On the Play Store, it's labeled as a rhythm game. I think it's labeled as just a rhythm game. It should be labeled as an RPG. I could be wrong though, and it could be labeled as an RPG too.
さっさと寮に戻るぞ。サバナクロー寮、ついてこい。
新入生の皆さん、この度は入学おめでとうございます。皆さんが充実した学園生活を送れるよう、オクタビネル寮寮長として精一杯サポートさせていただきますよ。
I get tired looking at him too.
それにしても学園長はどこに行っちゃったのかしら。式の途中で飛び出して行っちゃったけど。職務放棄。
Hi. How are you?
腹でも痛めたんじゃないか。
That's good to hear. I don't really talk much, but I do hope you enjoy the stream. For as long as you stay.
お、来た。
まったくもう新入生が一人足りないので探しに行っていたんです。さあ、両分けがまだなのは君だけですよ。タヌキ君は私が預かっておきますから、早く闇の鏡の前へ。
I'm playing Twisted Wonderland for the second time. I actually played through the prologue in book 1 with my friend who's in the chat right now. I'm all the way up to book 5, but I have seen book 6 and I have seen book 7 spoilers, so you wouldn't be spoiling anything. Well, you'll be spoiling stuff. Nah, I don't think you'd be spoiling anything. Just a quick question. Hebe, do you care about spoilers? Okay, yeah, you're good to say any spoilers you want.
汝の名を告げよ。
I'm you. You. I'll try not to spoil much, especially if it's irrelevant. Okay.
汝の魂の形はわからぬ。
なんですって。
この者からは魔力の波長が一切感じられない。色も形も一切の無である。
Rub it in harder, won't you?
よってどの量にもふさわしくない。
You know what, Desmond? I think I've showed you. I mean, Hippie. I think I've showed you the pictures I've drawn of my Usona. If not, I will. But I do want to like make this thing where their uniform kind of changes depending on which dorm they go into. So because it's like it's kind of like the world is trying to force them to fit in, but their uniform still doesn't kind of fit. So at the same time, it's implying that they can't because they're not from this world. I'm gonna do that. Maybe hopefully when I get my tablet, my new tablet, I'll draw that. And I'll post it on my Tumblr. You just had the roast this in front of everyone else. I wanna bonk that mirror.
黒き馬車が迎えに行
Same.
くなんてありえない。生徒選定の手違いなどこの100年ただの一度もなかったはず。
I don't really. I want to, but at the same time, I don't want to share what my Tumblr is because my Tumblr is kind of like my private space, and I really don't want my parents on my Tumblr.
一体なぜ。
だったらその席俺様に譲るんだぞ。
あ、待ちなさい。このタヌキ。
そこの人間と違って俺様は魔法が使えるんだぞ。だから代わりに俺様を学校に入れろ。
Well, my Tumblr is Pumpkin Devil. I don't know if it's. I forget if the devil has the E in it, but I think it's Pumpkin Devil DVIL. If not, then it should have the E in it. I usually just reblog there. I only really have one really popular post, but I've been planning on releasing the drawings I've made for my Usona, but I'm kind of too shy to do it.
魔法ならとびっきりのを今見せてやるんだぞ。
みんな伏せて。尻に火が。
この ままでは学園が火の海です。誰かあのタヌキを捕まえてください。
Take your time. I don't take your time to share it.
ち、かったりーな。
あら、狩りはお得意でしょ。まるまる太った絶好のおやつじゃない。
I might be forgetting something, but wasn't Jamil here during orientation? And if he was, why wasn't he putting Kaleem out? Or maybe I forgot something in his ceremonial robes vignette. Vignette?
なんで俺が、てめえがやれよ。
グローリー先生、お任せください。痛いけな小動物をいたぶって捕獲するという皆さんが嫌がる役目。さすがアズール氏、内心の点数稼ぎ来ましたわ。なあ、誰か俺のケツの火消してくれてもよくね。
皆さん、私の話聞いてます？
はあ、タヌキ捕まえるくらいあんたがやりゃいいだろう先生。
I think Jamil was there. He probably just wanted Kaleem to be on fire for 0.2 seconds. Yeah. Yeah, that makes sense.
俺様はタヌキじゃねえって何度言わせるんだぞ。偉大なる魔法師になる男グリムとは俺様のことだぞ。
威勢のいい小動物ですね。リドルさん、お願いできますか？
You are right, Grim. You are not a weasel. You are a monster cat.
違反者は見逃さないから
Cat
ね。
monster?
さっさと済ませるとしよう。
Here come the rhythm sections. Grim, no. Someone get a dog leash. I gotta get rid of the filter on my chat. On the tablet. For some reason, the tablet. I'm looking at chat through the tablet, and for some reason, the filter. The chat filter is on. I don't know why. Oh my god. I don't care about a perfect score, Ko. I've already got the perfect score. Your chibi models are so cute. I don't like rhythm games for the same reason I don't like competitive games. I get way too into it. And then get extremely upset when I mess up. I totally just don't tap on the screen a bunch, whatever. I don't really want to do the rhythm stuff or do that thing. Almost flawless. I literally was like, in the which one? It was, I think it was the prologue. Yeah, it was the prologue in the mines rhythm game, where Deuce Grim and you are all running away from the monster. I'm literally just the ghost. I'm literally just frantically tapping on the screen. So it took me a while, and it's because the rhythm is so out of sync. Yay, I completed my general missions. The music just does not match up with like the rhythm section. The rhythm, fuck, I don't know what to call it. There is a specific setting to fix the rhythm stuff. I know, but I don't really want to fiddle with it because then I'll just end up accidentally messing myself up, and it's like doesn't really work for you either, does it? No, it does not. You know, every time Riddle does this magic, I can't help but imagine him trying to use it on you, and you kind of just pops up, kind of just like runs up in front of him. And it's like, that doesn't work on me, remember? It's so funny to think about.
ハートの女王の法律第23条祭典の場に猫を連れ込んではならない猫である君の乱入は重大なルール違反だ即刻退場してもらおうか
俺様は猫でもね
At least the collar will feel uncomfortable around the main character's neck. I don't know. Because me personally, I don't think it would feel uncomfortable around my neck. Because I don't want to say I've felt more uncomfortable. Because, like, I don't... I will just feel bad about being punished and just sit on the floor and cry. You're just sitting there. I'm sorry.
こんな首はすぐに燃やしてあれ炎が出ねえんだぞ
僕がその首輪を外すまで君は魔法を使えないただの猫同然さ
Also, can we like just take a second to acknowledge while everyone else was calling Grimm a weasel, Riddle is literally the only person who called him a cat? At least as of right now.
なに俺様はペットじゃねえんだぞ
心配しなくても君みたいなペットこっちから願い下げだ
I still consider him a weasel.
ま
I consider him a little imp.
出される頃には外れてるよ
いやー相変わらず素晴らしいですねどんな魔法でも封じてしまうリドルさんのユニーク魔法絶対に欲しいじゃなくて僕なら絶対にかけられたくありません
どうにかしてくださいあなたの使い魔でしょ
It's not my familiar. I feel like I would be good to equip to handle Graham running away. I work for a dog rescue and know how to go into animal catching mode. Ooh, can you tell us more about that?
しっかりしつけようえ、あなたのじゃない
I've never seen that creature before in my life. I've told you repeatedly that it isn't mine. I like that.
そうでしたっけでは学園街に放り出しておきましょう鍋にしたりはしません私優しいので誰かお願いします
Oh,
ギニャー離すんだぞ俺様は絶対大魔法師になってやるんだぞ
if anybody's theories are about you are correct, you absolutely will, Graham. I feel kind of sorry for him.
ま、少々予定外のトラブルはありましたが、入学式はこれにて閉会です。
I've worked with dog rescues before, you know, take care of puppies and stuff like that. I also had to catch my own dogs running outside the house. One of my dogs is kind of similar to Grim, so I think that's one of the reasons I like Grim too, because I have a dog that's very much similar to Grim. I swear if he could talk, he'd be talking just like Grim.
各寮長は新入生を連れて寮へ戻ってください
I bet taking care of puppies is so much fun. A lot of work, I imagine, but so much fun. Because it's like, if you fall, if you trip or fall, you get instant gratification because all the dogs and puppers will just come running towards you like, hey, are you okay?
んそういえば、テラスミア寮寮長のドラコニア君の姿が見えないようですが。
Dog love! It's instant dog love, the best healing, the best remedy. It's the best remedy. Like having a bunch of animals just come over to you, it's the best feeling in the world.
あいつがいないのはいつものことだろう。
あれもしかして誰も式のこと伝えてないのか？
そんなに言うならあんたが伝えてやればよかったじゃない。
でも俺あいつのことあんま知らないんだよな。
ドラコニアってまさかあのマレウス・ドラコニア？
この学校に通ってるってマジだったのかよ。
怖え。
おう、やはりもしやと思って来てみたが、マレウスは来ておらなんだか。
When I first played this and I heard Lilia's voice, I actually had to stop and do a double take because I was like, what in the what in the goddamn? Because he doesn't look like someone who'd have that voice. You don't expect it at all. He looks like someone who would have the typical femboy voice, but no. And then what's worse is that he's making his voice higher. His voice can get deeper.
また式典の知らせが届いていなかったと見える。
申し訳ありません。決して仲間外れにしたわけじゃないんですよ。
I told my mother to give Lilia a nickname whenever I showed her the game. She called it a smoker immediately. I want to show my parents a picture of Lilia in the dorm uniform because they're going to think it's a girl and I'm going to tell them it's a boy. Grim got the name Chuck E. Cheese. Grim got the name Chuck E. Cheese. My parents would give Grim the nickname Rat because he would remind them too much of Yuki, my dog. Chuck E. Cheese.
どうも彼には声をかけづらいオーラがあるんだよね。
まあよい。ディアソムニア寮の者はわしについてくるがいい。あやつ、拗ねていなければよいが。
さて、大変残念なことですが、あなたにはこの学園から出て行ってもらわねばなりません。
Knowing what I know now, my response to that is, oh no, how terrible. Oh no.
魔法の力を持たない者をこの学園へ入学させるわけにはいかない。
I also made a Google form thing so my family members could give Twist characters random names. So my mom gave all the other students nicknames too. Can you tell us the funniest ones, please? Well, me and Hibby will probably get a real kick out of this. We really want to know. And it might be nice for him to hear somebody else talk about it other than me, because I've talked his ear off about it.
心配はいりません。闇の鏡がすぐに故郷へ送り返してくれるでしょう。さあ、扉の中へ。強く故郷のことを念じて。
There's a couple funny ones. Sebek got music. So we got NyQuil. Music. Getting named after Minister as well. NyQuil fits Silver so much. Did they name Silver NyQuil after knowing about his whole sleeping situation, or was that just pure luck? Medicine is wild.
さあ闇の鏡よ
Pure
この
luck.
者をあるべき場所へ導きたまえ
Probably because she named Mucinex first. Pure luck. Oh my god. That is the best.
もう一度闇の鏡よこの者を
どこにもない。
え
この者のあるべき場所は
Most fitting
この
nickname,
世
to be
界の
honest.
どこにもない。
Maybe also because their door card art looks similar. Probably.
無である。
なんですってそんなことはありえないああもう今日はありえないのオンパレードです
Look at before we get to tell y'all more. Yay!
私が学園長になってからこんなことは初めてでどうしていいかそもそもあなたどこの国から来たんです
Drawing from ... Let's say the States.
聞いたことのない地名ですね私は世界中からやってきた生徒の出身地は全て把握していますがそんな地名は聞いたことがない一度図書館で調べてみましょう
Ah, yes, my favorite place. ... Sweet home ... Oh my god, there's 2 rhythm sections after this. We're going to blast through all of these battles, I swear.
やはりない世界地図どころか有史以来どこにもあなたの出身地の名前は見当たりませんあなた本当にそこから来たんですか嘘をついてるんじゃないでしょうねこうなってくるとあなたが何らかのトラブルで別の惑星
Should have reset team to make it more interesting. Ooh, I don't know about that, man. We'd be spending more time trying to find cards that won't instantly kill, that won't instantly win the battle than we would trying to read through all of this. And the only battles that really matter are like story beat battles, so like final boss battles. When you fight the overblooded student. Those are the battles that really matter.
あるいは異世界から招集された可能性が出てきましたね。
Bart. My mama gave Bill the nickname Bart. Simpson. Simpson. Another planet. No. Just Bart.
あなた、ここへ来るときに持っていたものなどは
Just Bart. Okay. Let me see something. Ah, yes, here. Turning off filter, chat filter. There we go. That's better. Also, mostly nicknames are just food, like Rookie is ham and Azul is juice. That would have been the perfect nickname for Deuce. What's Ace's nickname?
身分証明になるような魔導者免許証とか靴の片方とか見るからに
Come to think of it, where is my wallet and phone?
困りましたね。魔法を使えないものをこの学園に置いておくわけにはいかない。
I showed my dad Jade once. My mom gave me pretty. He is pretty though. But I showed my dad Jade once. My dad likes Black Butler. That's shocking to me. But my dad likes Black Butler. And one of his favorite characters is of course Sebastian and Tanaka, but I showed him Jade, and he looked at Jade just once, and he literally said, "That's just Sebastian. That's literally just Sebastian." I was like, "Yeah, the person who made Twisted Wonderland is also the person who made Black Butler." We were both like, "Jade is just Sebastian." Pretty sure she was just done at that point. Well, okay, my mom gave Jade the nickname Dentist Phobe. Because of the teeth. Then what was Floyd's? Dentist Phobe too?
無一文の若者を放り出すのは教育者として非常に胸が痛みます。私優しいので。
Ugh, Crowley.
そうだ。学園内に今は使われていない建物があります。
You know, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna have my dad look at all the Twisted Wonderland characters and have him compile a list of nicknames he would give them.
昔寮として使われていた建物なので、掃除すれば寝泊まりぐらいはできるはずです。
I have my mom do it too. Excuse me. And just for funsies, I'll throw in my Usona too to see what they would give her as a nickname. Floyd got Boy George for my mama. Boy George is a celebrity old person. I have no idea who that is. Makes sense, I guess, because they're an old celebrity. Neither did I. She had to look it up and show me. I wish I could look it up, but I'd have to reload the game. Just look them up because we actually do look similar. I can't really look it up at this time because if I leave the game, we're gonna have to sit through the entire loading screen all over again. Well, bookmark for later. All right.
そこであれば、しばらく宿として貸し出して差し上げましょう。
Hey Desmond, I mean Hebe, if you're still in the chat, I need you to look up Boy George and post it in our Discord chat so I can look at it.
その間に、あなたが元いた場所に帰れる方法を探るのです。
What? I need you to look up Boy George and post it in the Discord chat, group chat, so I can look at it later.
ああ、なんて優しいんでしょう、私。教育者の鏡ですね。
Crowley is his own most notorious glazer.
では、善は急げです。寮へ向かいましょう。少し古いですが。
You know who that is?
趣のある建物ですよ。
No. Why'd you say it like that? Why'd you say it like a question, Des? Either way, please look them up. Just asking if that's who you meant. I don't know. I don't know who a Boy George is either. My mom is up. I'm gonna ask her more about this Boy George, sir. This is too much character, if you ask me.
そうでしょう、そうでしょう。さあ、中へどうぞ。
This man put us in a building that should be marked for condemnation? Condemnation. That should be marked for condemnation. It's falling apart. It's haunted and there's ghosts.
ここであれば、とりあえず雨風はしのげるはずです。
I thought you were about to say condensation. I was about to say that too, so I had to stop for a second.
私は調べ物に戻りますので、適当に過ごしていてください。学園内はうろうろしないように。では。
He's an interesting singer. Oh, you looked it up? It's like a desolate snowscape, only with dust. There's leaks everywhere. Looks like it started to rain.
急にひでえ雨だぞ。
Looks almost like this Crowley guy. Oh, I'm really curious. Why?
コウモリが水鉄砲を食らったみたいな間抜けな顔してるんだぞ。
Except the face mask.
俺様の手にかかれば、もう一度学校に忍び込むことくらいちょろいちょろい。ちょっと外に放り出したくらいで、俺様が入学を諦めると思ったら大間違いなんだぞ。
That's our Grim. So determined. I couldn't even hate Grim when he was acting like an insufferable little brat. He's just too precious. Why are you so determined to go to this school?
単純な話なんだぞ。俺様が大魔法師になるべくして生を受けた天才だからなんだぞ。いつか黒い馬車が迎えに来るのを俺様はずっと待ってた。なのに闇の鏡も見る目がねえんだぞ。だから俺様の方から来てやったってわけだ。
We can't be mad to Grim when he's just like one of our animals, right? Grim is my absolute favorite character. And the only people that come second to him are Ace and Deuce.
俺様を入学させないなんてこの世界の損失だってのに人間どもは分かってねえんだぞ。
The weasel means no harm. He means no harm.
つぶて天井から雨漏りしてやがるんだぞ。また水が降ってきた。俺様のチャームポイントの耳の炎が消えちまう。
Grim is like those grumpy cats where the grumpy cat only has one person that they like and everyone else is just trash in their eyes. And the person and Grim's favorite person is you. Guess I'll go look for some buckets.
こんな雨漏り魔法でパパーッと直しちまえばいいんだぞ。ってお前魔法使えねえのか。ププー使えねえやつだぞ。
Grim is up there for me just because of my dog Blue. That is a dog that is similar to him. They are all food driven, nothing in head, chaos gremlin, yet kind sometimes. Absolutely. Yuki just like that. Like he'll act like an absolute maniac in front of other people, but he'll act nice to us. He's always begging for our food. And sorry, my Siri's not doing well at texting for me. Oh, okay. Well, you're fine. As long as I can understand you, it's fine. Excuse me. There's nothing going on inside my dog's head other than food and causing chaos. Then why don't you do it?
手伝いって。いやーなかった。俺様はちょっと雨宿りしてるだけのタモンスターなんだぞ。ツナ缶も出ないのにただ働きするのはごめんなんだぞ。
My Pop just confirmed that Boy George was an old singer. Well, that's good. That's cool. Oh, wait. I'm gonna look this guy up at the stream because I'm really curious. Who knows? Maybe I've heard this guy's song. Maybe I've heard a song this guy's made before. Yikes! The leaks are getting really bad. About those buckets. Oh man, this is getting flashbacks to when I used to get leaks all the time. I came out into the hall one day. I came out to the hall one day and I was walking down the hallway to get, I don't know, some water, a snack, and I felt something wet touch my head. And I was like, that's weird. And then I kept walking. And then I was coming back to my room and felt something wet touch my head again. And it's like, okay, that's really weird. So I went back to bed, I think. Only for the next day for it to happen again. So I just stood there, looked up at the ceiling, left my hand out, only for water to come on my hand multiple times. And then I had to go get my mom and tell her that there was a leak in the ceiling. And we had to put a bucket down. And this was before, and we, at the time, our landlord kind of sucked at the time. And my mom had let the landlord know that there was a leak. We moved out of that place, but my mom had let the landlord know that there was a leak. But the landlord took way too long to do anything. They took so long that the ceiling actually fell in. It fell. You're becoming this was just CIRL. Be ready for the overlots in your life. Oh God, no. But after the ceiling fell, it was only after the ceiling caved in that the landlord finally decided to do something. And you know the worst part? The worst part is that it happened a second time. Almost happened a third time, actually. This place really freaks me out. Gah! Your landlord is crawling. Yeah, my landlord was crawling. My landlord was a crawling. My old landlord, that is. We got a new landlord, and she was. Before we moved, we got a new landlord, and she was just so nice.
久しぶりのお客様だ。
腕が鳴るぜ。
Blah.
何を大騒ぎしてんだ。お化け。
ここに住んでた奴らは俺たちを怖がってみんな出て行っちまった。
Their arms look. I hope I'm not the only one, but their arms look so weird to me. But no matter how goofy it looks, a ghost is still a ghost, and a ghost is terrifying.
俺たちずっと新しいゴースト仲間を探してたんだ。お前さんどうだい?
Well, I just found my cousin's nickname for twist characters. Silver got silver hair. Silver hair boomer. Help me!
大魔法師グリム様はお化けなんか怖くないんだぞ。
Try to keep an eye on my battery and hope it doesn't die before we get to the prologue. At least let us get to the prologue.
こっちだこっちだ。
ちくしょう、出たり消えたりするんじゃねえ。
You're gonna set the whole dorm ablaze.
うるせえ、俺様に指図するんじゃねえんだぞ。
Maybe that head mage will let you enroll if you get rid of them.
俺様は天才なんだぞ。こんな奴ら一人でも。
A quick question: can you guys still hear my voice? Because when I've streamed in the past, the stream had a tendency to randomly just cut off my microphone audio. Like, I know it'll still pick up the gaming audio, but it would just cut off my mic audio. You're good? Okay, good. Maybe I could help. Yeah, you're good. Good, 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 good. You got it. My cousin also thought some of the twist characters were female, so most of these answers were about how pretty the girls were. Hebe, didn't I either got both you or Vontae or both of you, but didn't I get you guys in tricking you into thinking like one of the characters was a girl? Or I told you that one of the characters looks like a girl. Shh. Ah.
当たった。よし、この調子で全員追い出してやるんだぞ。
I don't know what you're talking about. I'm gonna take that as a yes. I think I know which character it was too. It was so funny. My cousin nickname for Jamil is Holy Shit. I agree with that name. Doesn't Jamil's name mean pretty? It's either, I think his name means pretty or beautiful. Well, Ace has that name now according to my mother. He is now beautiful shit. I really wish that I was fluent in Japanese so that we could read the original Japanese Japanese subs for Twisted Wonderland, because I don't like how the official English sub has censored so much of the story. My cousin nickname for Vil was pretty too. Vil is very pretty. So it would make sense why his nickname would be pretty. Me and Hebe were reading through the Zoom event, and we got to Vil's Zoom, and I mentioned how Vil's Zoom doesn't look cute. It looks pretty. His Zoom looks very pretty, and it doesn't feel right. Cause like something is clearly wrong. The bee smack. The bee. Even the Zoom had to be pretty, right? Everything about that man has to be pretty. Even his overblock form is rather pretty. Thanks for your help. Aww. My mom nickname for Ortho was Trauma. That is all she remembers from me talking about him. Trauma. I don't think Mama's okay. I don't think I've ever Hebe, have I ever gone in debt about Idea in Ortho? I know I've like sped over it before, but I don't think I've ever gone in debt about it.
グリム様にかかればちょろいんだぞ。お、どうだお化けめ。参ったか。
I mean, book 6 was the story for book 6. Adia's backstory is like extremely sad, and I felt bad that I wasn't able to cry at it because, jeez, I really wanted to cry because that's so. No, I think I did cry at it. I did cry at it. It was so sad. I don't remember.
こんばんは。優しい私が夕食をお持ちしましたよ。
I don't remember. I think I did. I probably just glazed over it so I could talk more about the characters. Maybe we should wait until we get to book 6. Pretty sure it's just my bad memory. Maybe. Well, we should wait till we get to book 6 or after it until we start talking about or Adia's trauma. Yeah.
先ほど入学式で暴れたモンスター追い出したはずなのになぜここに？
俺様がお化け退治してやったんだぞ。感謝しろ。
You know, I just realized this. Crowley has promised Grim Tuna over and over again, time and time again, but he has yet to deliver.
ん？どういうことです？そういえば、この寮にはいたずら好きのゴーストが住み着き、生徒たちが寄りつかなくなって無人寮になっていたのを忘れていました。しかし、
Give to right, he deserves the tuna. All the crap that him and you have to go through, Grim deserves the tuna.
あなたたち二人で協力してゴーストたちを追い出してしまうとは。
I have this little funny thing I want to draw about Mayusona, Grim, and the Ghost, because Mayusona, after getting her hair wet, she has to let it down, and so she's just rocking this ginormous afro. And Grim sometimes likes to hide it, and I was thinking, hey, wouldn't it be funny if the ghost hid in her hair and started scaring students around campus? I think that'd be funny. Because who doesn't love a good prank?
協力とは聞き捨てならねえんだぞ。
Really scary. Haunted hair.
そいつはほとんど見てただけだったし、俺様はツナ缶が欲しくてやっただけだし。って、あ、俺様まだツナ缶もらってねえぞ。
お二人さん、ゴースト退治、もう一度見せてもらえます？
Hey, another rhythm section.
ゴースト役は私がします。私に勝てたらツナ缶を差し上げましょう。私優しいので。
Phoebe, please believe me when I tell you, you are going to want every time you see this man. When we get through this story, every time you see this man, you're going to want to drop kick him.
では変身役をごっくん。
嫌なんだぞ。めんどくせえし、またこいつと一
I
緒
already
になん
do.
て。
I remember. Oh, thanks for the follow. I got my first follower. Yay! I remember I was watching Rose Ember play through book 6, and when everyone was celebrating at the newly rebuilt ramshackle dorm. That's an ugly ghost. It is. When everyone was celebrating at the newly rebuilt ramshackle dorm, I remember how when Crowley came in, I immediately screamed. I'm not even kidding. I immediately screamed, "Leave!" Because I didn't want him there. Not even gonna lie, I'd rather have seen Mickey. Because at least Mickey Mouse, the character, is nice. Crowley sucks. This could be your chance to enroll! Do it for the tuna, Master Sorcerer.
これで最後なんだぞ。今度こそ絶対ツナ缶よこすんだぞ。
Yeah, I'm also one of Rose Emperor's mods. I was also live at the time cool too. Oh my god, it's such a small world. Hi! I watched the VOD, I didn't watch the live. I didn't know about Rose Ember until after. But I'm so glad I found her. She's so fun to watch. That's really cool. I got these for her Twitch. I assume so. I don't really know anyone else on this platform who streams Twisted Wonderland other than her. I love those emojis. Adidas is so funny because what is bro doing? There actually are a couple. Just follow the Twisted Wonderland thing on Twitch and you can see when they are live. Oh. Yo, cause it's so fun finding other people who share the same interests as you, or people who are just willing to listen. You know, that's actually why I started streaming, because I wanted to share my interests with my family. I'm kind of too shy to bring it up in conversation. And I'm extremely awkward about it too. So, this is really the best way for me to share it. I'm in the listener category. Yep. Oh man. Oh man. You have had me talk your ear off about it all the time, but I'm so happy that you actually just let me talk about it and listen, and that you'll sometimes ask questions too. It's so fun.
なんと、まさかモンスターを従わせることができる人がいるなんて。実は入学式騒動の時から私の教育者の勘が言っているんですよね。
I.O. Crowley calls you a beast tamer, but I have this thing. I do the same thing to my siblings and mama that you do to Hebe. But it feels so nice to just have someone who's willing to listen. Actually, I wasn't even planning on streaming today. I only ended up streaming today.
調教師や猛獣使い的な素質があるのではないかと。
I only ended up streaming today because Hebe had messaged in our group chat that he was bored, and I was like, well, you want to see if the Zoom event had any new content? He was like, sure. And I was like, you know what, while I'm at it, why don't we just read through the prologue and book one? And while I stream it too. And we had a few complications at first because we tried to use the tablet. And the tablet's usually the better option when it comes to things like this. But the tablet wouldn't pick up on the game audio, so my siblings zoned me out when I talk about Twist. I only have one lol. I have no siblings. It's just me, my mom, and my dad. I do have Vontae and Dez though. Pat, thank you. thank you.
しかし、まあ、どう見てもこのか弱さは猛獣使いで猛獣にパックリとやられてしまう。なんていうか、しかし女性的な。
I have been planning though, since I am on winter break. I haven't gotten around to it. I should really get around to it. I got to. I've been planning on playing Zenless Zone Zero because I haven't played it yet, and I've been going out of my way to avoid spoilers, different dads, so that way I could like play it and have my genuine reaction. Yee! Would it be possible for Graham to stay with me?
なんですって？モンスターを？
I don't know anything about that game, but yee for you. I think I'm gonna play it. What is today? I can't remember. What is today? I think it's the 21st. My tablet is like a whole day and hour ahead in time. I don't know how that happened. But it's the 21st. So I think I might end up doing that tomorrow or on Christmas. I don't know anything about. Oh, I just read that. I'm looking forward to streaming it because I was like, I can't wait to play this game. I've seen some trailers. I've seen the animation. I like it. Yeah, it is the 21st, Saturday, December. Thank you. And I was like, oh man, I'm really gonna play this and I'm gonna stream it. My first time playing it. So that way I can have my genuine reaction on camera. And since my dad is off, I want to play it with him because I know he'll ask me questions.
お前
Please, sir.
はあ、仕方ありませんね。いいでしょう。
本当か？
しかし、闇の鏡に選ばれなかった。しかもモンスターの入学を許可するわけにはいきません。君についても元の世界へ戻るまでただ居候をさせるわけにはいかない。
Okay. I know I said I don't really care for Crowley. Do you want to be friends on Twisted Wonderland? I got a maxed out Kaleem New Year card you could use. My friend code is, I'm going to take a screenshot of that and I'm going to add you after stream because I'm scared that I might end up losing where I am if I leave the story section. But sure, let's be friends on Twist. I was going to say something but I forgot. Oh, right. I know I don't really care. I don't really care for Crowley. I don't hate him, but I certainly don't like him. Yay, okay. And let's get back to this Crowley. Alright. I know I don't like Crowley. Like, Crowley sucks. We can all agree. But in Crowley's defense, on this one section alone, it does make sense for Crowley to say that you cannot freeload. Because they are allowed, as dingy as this place is, they are allowed free room, board, and food. So it does make sense that Crowley says they can't freeload. But everything else, Crowley sucks. Cause they make you go through so much shit.
なんだ、ぬか喜びだぞ。
まあ話は最後まで聞きなさい。あなたの魂を呼び寄せてしまったことに関しては。
But he could have at least told us our job was to clean up our new home, at least make us do something that could help our living situation. I think that is part of the job too. Cleaning up Ramshackle, that is part of the job, but Speaking of cleaning up Ramshackle, how in the world? I'm assuming with the ghost help, because at some point the ghosts do become. It was not the main thing. It was not. But I assume that the ghosts become. I know that the ghosts, Graham and you all become friends. So I'm assuming that the ghosts help out sometimes. And the usual thing that Crowley has you do is like just clean up after his messes. AKA nearly get killed, what is this, the 7th time? No, because they have to go through all the overblots again. This would be 7 plus 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. 6 plus 7 plus 5. 12th time. It would be the 12th time. We need to see people to get us really started to fix the door. At least make your ghost staff help us, right? Like, how long did it take until they actually got the door to at least look presentable? Not even functioning properly, just looking presentable. It took until book 3, which is what, like 4 months. If every event, every book is like a month apart, it took them like 4 months to make the dorm look presentable. And there's still a multitude of problems with it.
闇の鏡を所有する学園にも責任の一端はある。とりあえず、当面の宿については、ここを無料でご提供します。
Oh, thanks. Letting us stay in this condemned building free of charge. Thank you so much.
ですが、衣食については自分で支払っていただかねばなりません。
Thanks.
手ぶらのあなたが差し出せるものと言ったら
He could have at least let us stay with the staff.
こうしましょう。
I think the staff do live on campus, so where did the staff stay? What exactly are you playing to make me do?
そんなに身構えなくても、学内整備などの雑用をこなしてもらうだけです。あなたは見たところ、掃除の腕はなかなかのようですし。
I have a sort of off-topic question. Shoot. Go for it, Hebe.
ひとまず2人1組で雑用係はいかがです？そうすれば特別に学内に滞在することを許可して差し上げます。元の世界に帰るための情報集めや学習のために図書館の利用も許可しましょう。
Pick a class: warrior, martial artist, mage, priest, merchant, gadabout. What is that? Thief, monster wrangler. I prefer the priest because people try not to piss off the healer. I pick priest.
私優しいので。ただし仕事が終わってからですよ。
そんなの嫌なんだぞ。
A relatively fair one.
俺様もあのかっけえ制服着て生徒になりたいんだぞ。
Got it, thanks. Okay.
不満ならば結構、また外に放り出すだけです。
I remember this funny story. My aunt had called. I was playing an MMORPG and I was playing the only gadabout's kind of like a jester. Oh, okay. I was playing the only real support class at the time, which was I think it was Paladin. So I was the only healer in the party, and everyone kept running into the red. Everyone kept running into the red, and they kept avoiding the green. They kept avoiding my heals. They kept breaking the shields, and they kept running into the enemy attacks, and I was getting so upset with my aunt on the phone.
わかった。やればいいんだろ。やれば。
Ooh, as a healer buff class player, I feel that too. I feel that. I know, right? It's like, the thing is, no one was calling me out for being a lousy healer or a lousy support, but no one was saying anything because they couldn't say anything because they were absolutely at fault. The life of a healer is a hard one. It's like, I'm just waiting. I'm waiting for someone to take my class for granted. That's why I always play offensive classes. I'm waiting for someone to take my healing for granted so that way I can just watch them. Let them die. I'm just gonna watch them. Because it's like, they're gonna come to me, please heal me. And I said, no. You can heal yourself, can't you? The game I play as healer cleric, they don't respect us at all. What game is that?
よろしい。では二人とも。明日からナイトレイブンカレッジの雑用係として励むように。
The game I was playing was Adventure Quest 3D, and unlike Adventure Quest Worlds, there is more strategy to it, like with running around and stuff, because with certain classes, you can only fight at a certain distance and such. And it's like, it took like over a year, but they did eventually add a fully support class, Unison League. I don't really suggest you play it, it's full of weird people. I just click on it every once in a while. Okay. It's that bad, huh? I'm playing Dragon Quest 3 HD 2D remake. Oh, are you? Is that the game you were talking about? The new game you were talking about on your Switch, where it was a 3D game, but they remade it to have 2D models, or was it 2D and they remade it to have 3D models? Yeah. Okay. Oh, it's 20 chapters. 2D models and 3D landscape. Okay. Where are you? Mau Mau. Was this person ever upgraded this grade? No more. Oh, yes, finally. They actually do have a duo with Lilia. Finally, they upgraded it. How did they... The boards are on the outside of the door. How did they get the boards off?
お前さんたち、今日は学園の掃除をしないといけないんじゃなかったっけ？あと5分。そんな風にいつまでもゴロゴロしてると。
One more question. Shoot.
出られなくなっちまうよ。俺たちみたいにね。またゴーストなんだぞ。おいお前、起きろ。
What color hair would you like if given the option? Black. My normal hair color. Oh, yeah, black. My hair isn't actually black. Off black? I don't remember what it's called. But it's certainly not black. I'm about to one-shot.
リリア、本気を出してもいいか。永遠に
もう十分でしょ。バイバイ。
お前たち、今日からここに住むんだって。いたずらしがいがあるってもんよ。くそ、いつか追い出してやるんだぞ。
That was really close. I wish you were here for it, Nichan. But when we were playing the Suma bit, we were going through the battles, and throughout the entire thing, Himi was like, "Oh man, what do you do? It doesn't look like you'll win. Oh man, this is a really close battle. I don't know if you'll be strong enough." It was so funny.
おはようございます、二人とも。よく眠れましたか？
ベッドに寝そべったら底が抜けてびっくりしたんだぞ。どんだけオンボロのまま放置してたんだ？朝もゴーストに起こされるし最悪なんだぞ。
We also did like the exam battles because I had to go through some daily missions while we were there and waiting for stuff. So we went through like some of my exam battles, and he was like, there, I was telling him how there was a hard option. He was like, "You should do hard option." I was like, "No, I'm gonna lose." And he said, "Still do it, do it, do it, do it." And I did it. I actually managed to win, and I got an S rank for once. And I was thinking, I can get higher. So we went and I upgraded my characters. I was upset through the whole thing because I was losing all my honey. But we went and we upgraded all my characters, and I got an even better score.
急に慣れない環境へ放り込まれたのですから不安なのも当然です。
I actually got my first double S rank last night.
ですが、
Last night? Last night.
往々にして厳しいもの。受け入れて
Yeah, Swiss wins!
さて、そんなわけで本日のお仕事についてお話があります。
Nice. What time did I take my medicine? I think I took it at 11? No, I took it at 10. I'll get through a few more of these and then I'll take my medicine.
学園内の清掃です。といっても学園内は広い。魔法なしで全てを掃除し終えることは無理でしょう。ですので、本日は正門から図書館までのメインストリートの清掃をお願いします。いいですか？昨日のような騒ぎを起こさないよう、グリム君をしっかり見張っていてくださいね。
Funny that he says this. Now that I think about it, the whole incident with the mine would not have happened if Ace just kept his mouth shut. None of that would have happened if Ace had just kept his damn mouth shut.
頼みましたよ。昼食は学食で取ることを許可します。では、しっかり業務に励むように。
Because literally, the first time we met Ace, the first time I played this, I was ready to jump him. And not the good way. Because, like, he was so mean. So rude. And then he instantly became one of my favorite characters. After we leave, we can study in the library. Everybody's favorite guy. It's the main man himself. We get to meet Ace.
Ah, すげえんだぞ。ここがメインストリートか。昨日はよく見てなかったけど、この石像は誰だ？7つあるけど、なんかみんな怖い顔。
You know, now that I think about it, because my parents watched this, it probably would have been better if I did read out all the lines, so that way they wouldn't have to squint to try and read this. But I really don't feel like reading out these lines. I don't want my voice to get out. Because last time I decided, I played an event, there was no voicing, it was the Masquerade event. My voice, you could hear me struggling at near the end of the stream. You could just hear me struggling because my voice was literally about to give out. I was going in a little too hard on the voice acting.
このおばちゃんなんか特に偉そうなんだぞ。
ハートの女王知らねえの？
ハートの女王？偉い人なのか？
昔バラの迷宮に住んでた女王だよ。
Ace's hair makes it look like he has horns.
規律を重んじる厳格な人柄で、トランプ兵の行進もバラの花の色も一切乱れを許さない。マッドな奴らばっかりの国なのに、誰もが彼女には絶対服従。なんでかって？規律違反は即打ち首だったから。
怖えんだぞ。
クールじゃん。俺は好き。だって優しいだけの女王なんてみんな従わないだろ？
確かにリーダーは強い方がいいんだぞ。
She looks so familiar, but I can't remember where. Desmond, that's the queen. I mean, Hebe, that's the queen of hearts. Are you making a joke?
っていうか、お前は誰だ？
俺はエース。今日からピカピカの1年生。どうぞよろしく。
俺様はグリム。大魔法師になる予定の天才だぞ。
Oh.
こっちの冴えないのは俺様の子分なんだぞ。
Like, all of these statues are of Disney villains. All the classical Disney villains. Of course, here they're not really considered villains. I think because history was warped, because these are not good people. But they're considered heroes here. They're considered heroes. And great historical figures. Like, they actually existed. No, I wasn't joking. I actually just now started paying attention. Yes, it's the Queen of Hearts. We have the Queen of Hearts. We have the Queen of Hearts. Ursula. Scar. Jafar. The Evil Queen. Hades. And Maleficent.
珍しい響きの名前だな。
なあなあ、エース。それじゃあ、あっちの目に傷のあるライオンも有名なやつなのか？
もちろん。これはサバンナを支配した百獣の王。でも生まれながらの王じゃなく、綿密に練った策で玉座を手に入れた努力家だ。
Aren't they all technically villains here, or am I wrong? Technically, all the characters here, they're not good people. They aren't evil, but they certainly aren't good people. It's funny because he ruled nothing. That's the funny part. They're talking so highly of these characters who are actual historical people. They existed in this world. But the history got messed up, and they think they're heroes, but they're not. During the Glorious Masquerade event, there was a statue of Judge Claude Frollo, and boy, I was watching Rose Ember play it, and I literally had to stop myself from falling off the bed because I was laughing so hard. Cause Rollo is not a role model. Frollo, not Rollo. Frollo was not a role model. They're all twisted, but shh.
王になった後、嫌われ者のハイエナも差別せず、一緒に暮らそうって提案した。
I don't know who Ace is supposed to be the twisted version of. I know that all the everyone except Riddle is a twisted version of the Heart Soldiers, but then you have Trey, who's basically just a twisted version of the Mad Hatter, and I think Cater is the. I don't know, I wouldn't say he's Tweedledum and Tweedledee, but he is most definitely a twisted version of the Card Soldiers, or like, to me, the Caterpillar, because of the whole duplication thing. And I think Deuce is the rabbit. I don't know. He could also be the King of Hearts because the whole... But that's getting into spoiler territory. But, it could be possible that Deuce is the twisted version of the rabbit. So what would Ace be? Alice? I would consider Deuce and Ace together just to be Tweedledum and Tweedledee.
おお、身分っていうのにとらわれないやつはロックなんだぞ。
I think all of the Card Soldier twisted characters have aspects of the characters of stories sprinkled into them. Yeah. Sorry.
手前のタコ足のおばさんは誰だ
？Okay, I will say this. In the twisted, in-canon, in-universe characters' defense, some of the things they're saying about the characters are true. Like Ursula. I mean, Ursula's not a good person, but let's be honest, it is rather nice of her to use her magic to help others, even if the prices are extremely expensive. Let's be honest.
深海の洞窟に住む海の魔女。不幸せな人魚たちを助けることを生きがいにしてた。お代さえ払えば変身願望から恋の悩みまで何でも解決してくれたらしい。彼女の手にかかれば叶わない願いはなかったらしいよ。まあ お題はちょっと高かったって話だけど。
What was his name? What was his name? What was his name? I'm trying to remember his name. It was a guy who did covers of Disney villain songs. I can't remember, but I know his name was Johnny. If you haven't, you should look up his Disney villain covers. They're so good, especially Poor Unfortunate Souls, cause Lord have mercy. The way he said on the whole, I've been a saint. Like, good God. And, Hellfire, that's really good too. I love that one. His cover of it.
何でも叶うってんなら当然だよね。
つまり俺様も大魔法師になればリッチになれるってことか。じゃあこのでかい帽子のおじさんは。
砂漠の国の魔術師。間抜けな王に仕えてた大臣で王子と身分を偽って。
You think that was a hoot or something? The way he sang? Yes.
王女をたぶらかそうとしてたペテン師の正体を見破った切れ者。
Alright, if all of us have seen Aladdin, can we all just collectively agree, if you remember this one scene, that one scene where Jafar had successfully taken over the palace, can we all just agree that one scene, those scenes where he was with Jasmine after he taken over the palace, is extremely uncomfortable. Extremely uncomfortable. Especially when Jasmine had to kiss Jafar to distract him. That was uncomfortable. Everyone was uncomfortable. Everyone.
その後、魔法のランプをゲットして世界一の魔術師にまでのし上がった。
It was, even as a kid, I didn't like that scene at all, cause like I knew something was horribly wrong. Something is clearly wrong.
さらにはその力で王の座まで手に入れたんだって。
ほほう、やっぱ魔法師には人を見る目も必要ってことだな。おお、こっちの人は美人だぞ。
これは世界一美しいと言われた女王。毎日魔法の鏡で世界の美人ランキングをチェック。んで、自分の順位が1位から落ちそうになったらどんな努力も惜しまずやったって話。世界一の美を保つことへの意識の高さっつうの半端ないよね。
I don't know, ask Bill.
あと毒薬作りの名手でもあったらしいぜ。
綺麗だけどおっかねえんだぞ。
そう？譲れないこだわりがあるのはかっけえじゃん。
You know, now that I'm replaying the prologue, I gotta admit that Mayusona kind of bears a lot of resemblance to the evil queen. Not in the sense that she cares so much about her appearance, but in the fact that she's a wolf in sheep's clothing. She looks very adorable, but she is absolutely dangerous.
確かに一本芯が通ってるのはかっけえな。
And it really only got worse when she came to Twisted Wonderland. Because now she has justifiable reason to, I don't want to say hurt people, but she has justifiable reason to do things.
向こうの頭が燃えてる男は見るからに怖えんだぞ。
死者の国の王。地味猛量がうごめく国を一人で治めてたっていうから超実力者なのは間違いない。
Justified evil. Pretty much. Yeah, pretty much justified evil. Unnecessary evil. Unnecessary evil.
怖い顔してるけど押し付けられた嫌な仕事も休まずこなす誠実なやつで。
She never does things unprovoked. He usually, and it takes a lot. It absolutely takes a lot to properly provoke her, but she never does anything unprovoked.
ケルベロスもヒドラも タイタン族も全部こいつの命令に従って戦ったんだってさ。
ふむふむ。実力があるのに、おごらないってのは大事なことなんだぞ。
I'll be right back. Okay.
最後にこの角が生えてるやつは？
魔の山に住む茨の魔女。
See you, Hebe.
後期で優雅、そして魔法と呪いの腕はこの7人の中でもピカイチ。
I love how Griff asked about the Great Seven in order of the dorm's chapters, even though they are not in that order at all. Oh my god, I just noticed that! He did! He did ask for the, well, the ones on the right are in order, everything else isn't. But he did ask for them in the order of the dorms. I forgot I was going to say something. Oh, right. The irony with Maleficent is that the irony with Maleficent and Malleus is that Maleficent was never invited. So, but she still showed up. But Malleus is invited, oftentimes out of necessity, but he is invited, but he never shows up. So it's not like he isn't invited anywhere. It's just that he either doesn't know he's invited or he knows he's invited, but just doesn't go because his perception of time is different.
雷雲を操って嵐を起こしたり、国中を茨で覆い尽くしたり、とにかく魔法のスケールが超でかい。巨大なドラゴンにも変身できたんだってさ。
おお、ドラゴン。全モンスターの憧れだぞ。
クールだよな。どっかのタヌキと違って。
You little... I can't call Ace what I used to call him. Something is... Oh. Alright, there we go. Something is taking away his invite. Either it be the universe or his own brain. Probably his own brain. Because, like, in the Zoom event... I'm sure you've seen it, but in the Zoom event, he was told he was invited to the Zoom meeting, but because his phone was dead and he didn't think to charge it, he didn't know. Phone go. Bleh. I wish he were here because I knew he would say, "Oh man, I don't know if you're gonna win this. Time to get Ace. Time to get this little ginger kid."
クールだよな。どっかのタヌキと違って。
Dang, maybe I should wait for Hebe to come back because it's like anybody who's seeing this will ask me why is this guy your favorite character because he's so mean. Ah, well, he could just rewatch the VOD. It'll be fine.
もうこらえるの無理だ。なあ、お前ら、昨日入学式で暴れてたやつらだろ。闇の鏡に呼ばれたのに魔法が使えないやつと、お呼びじゃないのに乱入してきたモンスター。いやー、入学式では笑いこらえるの必死だったわ。
You weren't even there? But pause at the moment we fight him so he does not know why we are fighting him. Okay.
失礼なやつなんだぞ。
で、結局入学できずに2人して雑用係になったわけ？だっせー。
にゃにゃ
ー。しかもグレートセブンも知らないなんてどんだけ世間知らずなんだよ。
Ace was at the ceremony, he just dipped for a second. Okay.
ナイトレイブンカレッジに来る前に
With Apple, okay.
直すのをおすすめするわ。
Like, poor Apple, because in the cards he appears in a card with Leona carrying both him and Grim off, and then he appears in a card with Ace telling Apple to shush. Everyone keeps confusing Apple with you. It's like, poor Apple. Even in the card season, he's not really him. There's also that one card where people say you could see Yu's hand. It was Deuce's ceremonial robes card. They were saying you could see Yu's hand because he's holding a hand. But it's not Yu's hand, because if you read the vignette, you know the context behind the picture. That's not Yu's hand. That's like one of his upperclassmen's hands. And he wasn't even threatening them. And he wasn't threatening the upperclassmen, but the upperclassmen certainly felt threatened. Okay, let's all just...
ちょっとからかってやろうと思って声かけたけど、いろいろと予想を超えてたね。じゃあ、俺は君たちと違って授業あるんで、せいぜい掃除頑張ってね、お二人さん。
こいつ言わせておけばもう怒ったぞ。
うわっ、あっぶねえ、何すんだよ。
俺様をバカにするからだ。その爆発頭をもっと爆発させてやるんだぞ。
I should post it. I think I'm gonna post it to Tumblr after the stream, but my Usona pretty much goes through like 3 different wardrobe changes throughout the entire story, because from the prologue all the way up to book 2, she's hiding the fact that she's a girl for obvious reasons and pretending to be a guy the entire time. But around and in at book 3, she's kind of forced to reveal the fact that she's a girl for a context that I really better not get into. So at book 3, she's actually wearing a uniform that fits her, and then in book 4 and onward, she's just wearing like a skirt, a female version of the uniform. She's wearing a skirt and a sweater, and her hair is an afro. Her big poofy afro. Her hair looks like a cloud. She looks, from behind, she literally looks like a walking thunderstorm cloud.
爆発頭？俺とやろうなんていい度胸じゃん。そっちこそ全身チリチリのトイプードルにしてやる。
ふな
ー。おっと危ない。それ。
こいつ魔法でビュンビュン風を吹かせてくれ。俺様の炎が曲がっちまうんだぞ。
My twist MC is just me, so I don't think I could hide being a girl that well. I absolutely could hide being a girl that well if you just give me baggy enough pants and like a chest binder. I could easily pass off as a girl because I can make my voice go deeper. I can make my voice go deep. Like I once told my mom, hey, I can make my voice go as deep as Corpse Husband. And she was like, she didn't believe me. But I did it. Did she believe me? I don't know. But I decided to demonstrate it for her. And I did. And I think she looked at me extremely shocked because, like, my voice really did go as deep as his. Being realistic, I don't think I'd be able to, especially since I will be having to deal with medication withdrawal on the first couple days. Oh. Yeah. Yeah. On the topic of that, do you think Crowley would actually get the prefect the medicine if they actually need it, or do you think they would have to go to Cruel, or the nurse? Yeah, don't forget MC has nothing. Yeah, not a thing to their name.
なんだ、喧嘩？
いいぞ、やっちまえ。
Let's all take this down a notch.
そんなヘロヘロ火の玉当たるかっての。
なんだと？覚悟するんだぞ。
Alright, so I'll pause and wait for Hebe to come back.
オッケー、すぐに積んで。俺と勝負？いいぜ。
Oh man. So I guess we'll just pause and wait for Hebe to come back. I guess now would be a good time for me to take my medicine, so I will be right back as well. Wait time. I won't be far. Med time. Oh, he's back. I just got back. Oh, hi. We were just talking about the MC and meds, nothing else. MC will probably go to another adult because Crowley for meds and stuff. Plus, besides Crowley for meds and stuff. Plus, names of stuff might be different in Twist because of his different history. We could just say, yeah, the medicine's names would be different, but if we know the effects of the medicine, it should help in finding the right ones. Oh, hi Desmond, we're fighting my favorite character. I'm going to one-shot him. I mean, Nibi. Yay! One shot! He almost won that! Get one! Get one, Ace Boy! This is Ace's fault. Technically Ace's fault. Oh no, wind and fire near historical statues. Who would have expected this? Is Crowley using an actual whip? At least Crowley didn't whip us. I think so. He has one in the official novel. I was about to say something, but I can't because my parents watch these VODs. They watch Actually get them, Birdman. Not the MC though. Yeah, we're innocent. Again, I'd like to point out that none of this would have happened if Ace just kept his mouth shut. It's not my fault. I tried to stop him, but... Okay. I'm gonna take a moment to go on a tangent here. Do you expect MC to fully handle Grim on our first day with him? Why does the stream say offline? My stream is saying offline. Can you guys still hear me? You're not offline. Okay, I don't know why it's saying offline in the stream manager. Okay, I'm gonna take a moment to go on a bit of a tangent here. This is a thing that happens a lot when I'm looking up when I'm on Tumblr. Everyone can spell everyone's name right? They can spell every character's name right, but Aces. They can spell everyone's name, but Aces. They can't spell Trapler right, and I understand. It's not an easy word, but it certainly isn't a hard word. It's like, because they can spell Ville's name right, they can spell Schoenheit, but they can't spell Trapla. You can literally look it up. Trap, Pola. Trap, Pola. You literally can look it up. Look up the character. Because I know that's how you spell Phil's name. Because there's no way you can just remember how Phil's name is spelt. I had a note on my phone full of their names on my phone. I took German. I actually took German. I had to do double takes all the time whenever I'm spelling Phil's name. Because it's still in a different language. There's no way. His last name translates to beautiful, by the way. Ace, Trapola, Trap, Pola. Copy and paste. There's 2 P's. 2 P's. Not 2 L's. 2 P's. I'm gonna keep ignoring the name I see on screen. You can copy and paste people. You can copy and paste people, right? It's like, and it makes searching for stuff, for searching about him on Tumblr so hard because I had to type in literally 3 to 4 different iterations of his name because people just can't spell it right. I know you know how to look up their names. I know that's what you had to do for a good bit of their names. There's no way you spell a lot of these characters' names off the top of your head. You had to look them up. So why couldn't you look up Aces? And I shouldn't get upset over this. I really shouldn't get this angry over it, but it makes me so upset, and I don't know why.
グリム君、そして君。3人には罰として窓拭き掃除100枚の刑を命じます。
元はといえば、そいつが俺様たちをバカにしたからいけないんだぞ。
俺も当たり前です。放課後、大食堂に集合。いいですね。
昨日から散々なんだぞ。
Moving on. Window scrubbing. We're a little over halfway through the prologue. It only took us 2 hours.
これから窓拭き100枚だなんて。
We just gotta suck it up and do it.
それにしても、あのエースってやつ遅いんだぞ。俺様を待たせるとはいい度胸だ。イライラ。いくらなんでも遅すぎるんだぞ。まさかあいつ逃げたんじゃないだろうな。
We should look for him.
罰を俺様たちだけに任せて逃げるなんて
We are
許さないんだぞ。
We are having fun time. Don't matter. That is true. Time surely flies when you're having fun. So it doesn't matter how long the stream went. We're having fun.
行くぞコブン。エースをと捕まえて窓掃除させてやるんだぞ。
And the most important thing, it took me about that long whenever I replayed the prologue live. Jesus. My intro to what was it? Was it sociology? Yeah, my intro to sociology teacher was like, she told us about this, but she was talking about our assignments. She was telling us how something with having to do with humans, we perceive a task being shorter than it actually is. So it's like, when I played through it the first time, I didn't think it took that long because I was playing by myself. So when I decided I was going to play it with Hebe, excuse me, I was thinking, okay, this won't take too long. But it does. It always takes longer than you think. Humans overestimate. Humans underestimate just how long a task actually takes until you're actually doing the task. And I fall victim to it every time. Every single time. Orthodontist. Have you ever had a weird IRL run with twist names? I have a road with Floyd in it, and I had to go to the orthodontist. No, I have not. Have I? Unless you're talking about chess pieces. No, I have not. Nope. I got Twist Spray Rot at this point. Yay. Same. Every time, Sebastian is one of my favorite characters. Every time I look at Sebastian, I have to do a double take because I always see Jade. And it's like, Twisted Wonderland has ruined me. I can't see Sebastian as Sebastian anymore. It's always gonna be Jade first. Me with One Piece until 3 months ago.
Yeah, 私がいるよ.
Okay, so I brought this up in conversation with Hebe once. I told him how the paintings in this world, if a painting has a mouth, it can talk. I told him about it. And I said, Sebek has a painting of Malleus in his room. The painting has a mouth. Do you think that painting talks to him sometimes? Or do you think he talks to the painting sometimes?
なんだい? 喋る絵画なんかこの学校じゃ珍しくないだろ?
Yes.
あっちの壁の貴婦人も、こっちの壁の紳士も、みんなおしゃべりするよ。
Also.
肖像画には口があるんだから、おしゃべりもするってものさ。
In fact, yes, paintings don't usually talk.
君の普通と私の普通は違う。個性は尊重し合ってこそだ。
Yes.
そうだろ? それで、君たち誰かを探してるのかい?
エースってやつを探してるんだぞ。顔にハートが書いてあるモサモサ頭のやつ。
I think that painting needs some sort of magic thing to talk and move, and maybe paintings can talk telepathically to each other. That'd be interesting. That's an interesting thought. Cause it'd be really weird if the painting that Sebek has of Malleus talks. I also have this headcanon about Sebek that whoever he ends up dating, he'll always have like a picture of them. Not like a portrait like he has for Malleus, but he'll always have a picture of them on his desk.
ああ、知っているとも。今日から入ってきた新入生だね。少し前に寮へ戻っていったようだけど。
I'm just thinking about a very weird fan art page talking now. Sorry. No! Oh my god, no! I used to hang, when I was younger, I used to hang my artwork, my drawings up in my room all over the wall. And now I'm just thinking about how weird it would be if they could talk to me while I was in the room or while I was sleeping. I would never sleep in my room ever again. It has to be all it has to be all has to be all heads too, I think. So I can't text. Sorry, I can't text. Okay, that's fine.
あの野郎、やっぱり逃げやがったんださ。
It has to be
どっちに行ったか
your
わかるか?
all's head too.
寮への扉は東校舎の奥さ。
Why have you drawn me like this? They'd probably be screaming, why have you forsaken me? Why do you hate me?
おい、追いかけるんださ。
Hebe had posted a video in our group chat about POV, you're a OC, written by Amorous. And it's like, it's a SpongeBob meme where SpongeBob's like, Mr. Sun came out and he smiled at me. Ah! My OCs go through hell. They go through so much hell. If my OCs were real, if they were actual real people, they'd hate me so much because I've given them such horrible lives. Like, I remember I was telling both Hebe and our other friend, Ty, is his name at the moment. The Sun Obliterated the Sponge, yeah, that one. I was telling both of them about some of the things I write because both me and Ty like to write about dark things. The moment I started rattling off the things I like to write about, it was one of you. It was either Ty or you. You posted a picture of the dude on the computer with the very horrified face with his angel, the devil, the Angel and devil on his shoulder, the FBI agent, God, everyone looking at the screen horrified.
窓拭き100枚なんかやってられるかってな。さっさと帰って。
こらー！見つかった。
That was tied, yeah.
てめえ、待つんだぞ。一人だけ抜け駆けはさせねえんだぞ。
That's gotta be everyone's reaction to whenever I tell them what I really like to write about, because I certainly do not look like the type of person who would write about that sort of thing, let alone think about it.
待てって言われて待つわけないっしょ。お酒。
一人だけずるいんだぞ。俺様だってサボりたいんだぞ。
あDeuce。
どいたどいた。
Please stop him.
人を捕まえる魔法。足を止める。いや。
every time I see this scene or think about it, I'm gonna think about that one picture that Rose Ember drew of the cauldron falling on Ace's head. That is so funny. My dog Blue is totally not pulling a Grim outside right now. Oh lord.
それともなんで
もいいからぶちかますんだぞ。早く。
なんでもなんでもいいからいでよ。重たいもの。なんだこれ。鍋。
He dropped a whole cauldron on his head. How Ace doesn't have a concussion is beyond me. Magic, I guess.
見てみろ。エースのやつ、でっけえ釜の下敷きになってぺったんこになってるんだぞ。
Speaking of magic and concussions, I believe this world runs on cartoon anime logic at this point. Yeah, I believe so. But speaking of that, I like seeing people's Usonas, but I don't really see a lot of people draw their Usonas with actual physical scars from what has happened to them in this world. Mental scars, sure. Yeah, you'll see that all the time. You're probably right. But I don't see people draw them with scars, so I decided, you know what, I'm gonna draw my Usona with scars. Because, like, after the events of Book 6, they've got so many physical scars all over their body, they are extremely upset. Because magic can only do so much on the magicless student. And those scars will absolutely fade with time, but she's still pretty upset about it.
まさか大釜が出るとは。ちょっとやりすぎたか。
I would have a lot of scars if I was Izzy, but probably mostly falling during the fights. Mine usually gets the scars for pushing other people out of the way. Christ, I remember that one manga panel where, for the Twisted Wonderland manga, where they were fighting riddles over blood, and there was a tree flung at Deuce, and Cater's doppelganger jumped in front of it, and I was thinking, oh god, poor Deuce. Even though he now knows it was a doppelganger because it pooped away, that's gotta be traumatizing for him, because to him, it looked like his senpai just died. It's like, even if it wasn't actually Cater, that's still pretty horrifying to see, to witness. Because, like, wow, that could have been him. Cater did not need to do that. But he did, because if he did, then Deuce would have gotten skewered by a tree. Deuce is so traumatized. I didn't need to play all day.
いいじゃんかよ。窓拭き100枚くらいパパッとやっといてくれたってさ。
You think that's possible? There's no banging out 100 windows.
罰で窓拭き100枚って。一体君たちは何をやったんだ。今朝そこの毛玉とじゃれてたら、ハートの女王の像がちょーっ と焦げちゃっただけ。
Cater was probably just being extra because he was currently being traumatized. Cater is already traumatized, but yes. I didn't know what he was saying because the panel was in Japanese when I first saw it. But it's the doppelganger turned around and smiled at Deuce before poofing and disappearing, which has to be that extra trauma. Yay, very unproductive trauma responses, just like Colleen. Just like Colleen. Just like Colleen, baby.
グレートセブンの石像に傷をつけたのか。それは怒られるに決まってるだろう。
Mayusona, I'm gonna call her Momoka because that's her name. So Momoka, I'm not gonna say she isn't traumatized. Bye, Graham. Bye. I'm not gonna say she isn't traumatized by all the events that happened to her in Twisted Wonderland, but she's suffered and been through far worse, believe it or not. So while still traumatizing, not nearly as traumatizing. In fact, those events were rather preferable.
せっかく名門校に入学できたっていうのに、初日から何をしてるんだか。うるせえな。つうか、お前誰？僕はデューススペード。クラスメイトの顔くらい覚えたらどうだ？お前も覚えてねえじゃん。とにかく学園長からの命令なら真面目に取り組むことだ。はいはい、わかりましたよーっと。じゃ、パパッと始めますか。
Me as Twist MC would be completely overwhelmed and done with everything, even besides the overblats. I don't like public and schools. Me as the MC, I'd probably be fine. I'd absolutely be fine. Even the near-death experiences wouldn't be so bad. Cause I've had my fair share of near-death experiences. So, what's another one? You've had a near-death experience once, you've had a near-death experience 1,000 times.
Huh?
Jura has been quiet.
Ah! Kedama ga inai!
Bye bye, Grim. I'd also be fine. We've been through enough traumatizing stuff that more traumatizing stuff. No, I wouldn't. I've been through enough traumatizing stuff that more traumatizing stuff wouldn't be that bad.
ジュース？ジュースじゃない。デュースだ。デュー。お前にも責任あんだから、あの毛玉捕まえるの手伝えよ。なんで僕が？そっちの冴えないやつは魔法使えないから戦力外。行くぞ。
Follow me, Juice. How hard is it for you to say my name right? Here we go. Catch that Grim too. Electric Boogaloo. Excuse me. I just got done eating before I streamed, so I'm burping. I don't know if it's loud enough to be heard though. We can't really hear it. Yay. How many windows? 100. 100 windows. And they're not small windows either. Like, look at those windows. Glad I'm not Grim. Glad we're not the MC.
さあちょろちょろしやがって
捕まえられるもんなら捕まえてみろだぞ
シャンデリアに登るとは卑怯だぞ飛行魔法はまだ習っていないし
Okay. I want to go off on another little tangent here. There had to be there had to have been a better solution that Deuce, you can't split 100 windows into thirds. Ace, Grim, and MC would have to do a third of a window. Or one of them would have to do more. Yeah, no, that one of them would have to either do a third of a window or one more. They'd each have to do 33 windows. Also, there had to have been a better solution that Deuce could have come up with to catch Grim. Other than, or was it MC who came up with it? Either way, there had to have been a better solution that either of them could have came up with to catch Grim off the chandelier that didn't involve tossing someone on said chandelier. It was Deuce. Okay, I was right. So, it kinda, there had to have been. Come on, man.
そうだなんかいいアイデアがっておいおいおいおいちょい待ちなんでマジカルペンこっちに向けてんの
We could have waited for him to come down. Right, he can't stay up there forever. Or if Deuce was able to make Ace float, he could have just made Grim float. Or we could have levitated him down, right? We could have just levitated Grim down.
お前を投げればいいんだ
Because I'm going to launch you. No way, this ends. No way does this end well.
冗談でしょうわ浮かすな
This is fast as showing.
俺のこと投げる気かよやめろマジで
There's no way he actually thought that was a good solution. It's more likely that he just wanted to throw Ace.
しっかり捕まえろよよく狙って行くぞ
MC should have just ran when they saw Deuce's doing or tackled him. I don't know. I wish they could animate this. I wish they could have animated this in game so they wouldn't be in that much trouble. I feel like they would have been in more trouble if they ran. Chandelier.
信じらんねしまった捕まえた後の着地のことを考えてなかった
You should have thrown him to begin with.
お前バカじゃねえのグリムは捕まえたけどシャンデリアぶっ壊したのが学園長に知れたら
知れたらなんですって
Deuce, you empty-headed sweetheart. Oh, my man Cornbread got the spirit. He a little confused, but he got the spirit. Oh, hi, Birdman. Once again, another moment where Crowley's anger is absolutely justified.
あ、学園長
あなたたちは一体何をしているんですか
After this, he does not come at the exact right moment ever again, right? Why is it that when something happens, it's always you three? Technically, there's 4 of them.
回るんだぞ。
石像に傷をつけただけでは飽き足らず、シャンデリアまで破壊するなんて、もう許せません。全員即刻退学です。
You can't expel someone who's not even attending the school.
そんな
Just go to Breadgrim, shush.
俺はこの学校でやらなきゃいけないことがあるんです。
バカな真似をした自分を恨むんですね。
許していただけるなら弁償でも何でもします。
このシャンデリアはただのシャンデリアではありません。魔法を動力源とし、永遠に尽きないろうそくに炎が灯る魔法のシャンデリア。伝説の魔法道具マイスターに作らせた一品です。
We are going to tell the newspapers, Crowley. What are you gonna do about that? Nothing. He could just pay the newspapers off, apparently. I don't know.
学園設立当時からずっと大切に受け継がれてきたというのに。
Remember how he managed to get away with mass endangerment of all the students? Mass child endangerment with all the students? When he was arrested back in book 6?
歴史的価値を考えれば10億マドルはくだらない品物ですよ。
He gets really scared of what the newspaper news will say in other events, so he probably will be pooping eggs at least for a moment. Yeah.
それを弁償できるとでも?
God, actually, if I were him, I'd be less worried about the news in the newspaper, more worried about Idea and Ortho, because when it comes to doxing, those two are a little too trigger happy.
10億マドルでもさ、先生の魔法でパパッと直せちゃったりとか。
魔法は万能ではありません。しかも魔法道具の心臓とも呼べる魔法石が割れてしまった。
Idea and Ortho's parents tell the school board people.
魔法石に2つと同じものはない。もう二度とこのシャンデリアに光が灯ることはないでしょう。
そんな。くそ。何やってんだ俺は。
Oh.
そうだ。一つだけシャンデリアを直す方法があるかもしれません。このシャンデリアに使われた魔法石はドワーフ鉱山で採掘されたもの。同じ性質を持つ魔法石が手に入れば修理も可能かもしれません。
僕、魔法石を取りに行きます。行かせてください。
ですが鉱山に魔法石が残っている確証はありません。閉山してしばらく経ちますし、魔法石が全て掘り尽くされてしまっている可能性も高い。
退学を撤回してもらえるなら何でもします。
いいでしょう。では一晩だけ待って差し上げます。明日の朝までに魔法石を持って帰ってこられなければ君。
はい。ありがとうございます。
I'm not gonna replay Crowley. His voice irritates me.
ああ、しゃあね。じゃあパパッと行って魔法石を持って帰ってきますか。
ドワーフ鉱山までは鏡の間のゲートを利用すればすぐに到着できるでしょう。
はい。
なんだ、俺様は一体何を。
MC could just say Crowley kidnapped them. There's no legal documents of MC, so they could probably get away with that. Absolutely. You may end up wishing you'd remain unconscious. Excuse me. Whew.
ああ、なんでこんなことになっちゃったかな。
Just go to bed, Grim. Just sleep, Grim. You wouldn't be in this situation if you kept your mouth shut.
ブツブツ言ってる時間はない。行くぞ、闇の鏡よ。僕たちをドワーフ鉱山へ導きたまえ。
this one. It was this one. It had to have been this one. Yes, this is the rhythm section I look the least forward to. I don't look forward to this one.
ここがドワーフ鉱山。一昔前は魔法石の採掘で栄えたらしいが。
It's crazy to imagine that Snow White and the Seven Dwarves actually lived this close to what is now Night Raven College.
なんか出そうなんだぞ。
あ、奥の方に家がある。話聞きに行ってみようぜ。こんばんは。って空き家か。荒れ放題だ。
顔に蜘蛛の巣が。ペッペッ。
なんか机とか椅子とか全部小さくね？子供用かな。1、2、3、7人？お！ドワーフ鉱山が栄えていた頃はさぞ賑やかな家だったんだろうな。
Have you heard of Dwarf's Ace with a miner named after? With a mine named after? Have you heard of Dwarf's Ace with a mine named after? There's a whole, yeah, there's a whole mine named after them.
魔法石があるとすれば炭鉱の中だよね。
They're literally at Dwarf's Mine. They see that this cottage is by the mine, named Dwarf's Mine. How do you not connect? How do you not put two and two together?
とりあえず行ってみようぜ。
この真っ暗な中に入るのか？
ビビってんのかよ。だっせー。
なぬ？ビビってなんかあんねんだぞ。俺様が隊長だ。お前らついてくるんだぞ。
待て。んだよ。何かいる。
10年ぶりのお客様だ。ゆっくりしていきなよ。永遠にね。
Yay, more ghosts! They're not nearly as friendly as the ghosts at Ramshackle. Oh god, I hate this one. Oh, the ghosts are back. They're different ghosts, and I hate this rhythm section. Alright, time to lock in. I'm still gonna fail. Just miss everything on purpose. I can't. I literally can't. It still works. I know it still works, but I literally can't. I have to get it. I have to win. Revenge time on the rhythm. I'm doing that gamer lead. Yay, got an SS. Now, if only I could do that with the normal difficulty. I literally get, I get so competitive and into games that I literally just can't, even if it'll progress the story, I literally can't just let it go. even if it failed, and just let it go. I have to win. What is that? Look, Desmond, another, no, I mean, look, Hebe, another, battle segment. That's a great combo! I know. No. Again, if only I could get that on, like, the normal difficulty, I'd be so happy. I wonder how hard the battles will be.
ここもゴーストがうろうろしてんのかよ。いちいち構ってたらキリがない。先を急ぐぞ。偉そうに命令しないでほしいんだけど。だいたいお前があんなバカな真似しなきゃこんなことになんなかったのに。元はといえばお前が掃除をサボったのが原因だろ。
Now is not the time for this.
俺を言ったら最初にハートの女王の像を燃やしたのはそこの毛玉だぜ。
ふな、お前が俺様をバカにしたから悪いんだぞ。
お前たち今の状況が分かってるのか。朝までに魔法石を持って帰れなければ僕たちは退学なんだぞ。だからさっきからいちいち仕切んなよ。ムカつくな。
All of you calm down.
この声はなんかだんだん近づいて。出たー！なんだあのヤバいの。
When I was live, someone thought that thing was hot. Being honest, they thought everything was. Okay, hear me out. Hear me out. I could kind of see where they're coming from. No! I'm just playing. I wouldn't fight that thing even if I was a million times stronger. It's disturbing. Imagine how it would look if it was like animated. It would probably haunt my dreams. That is my sleep paralysis demon.
めっちゃえぐい。でもあいつ石がどうとか言ってなかった？
Trauma food. Like, imagine if it was properly animated, it'd be dripping ink everywhere. I will be next year. It will be next year. It's in the manga, so. Excuse me. Looking forward to it. Like, oh god. Which one of the dwarves do you think this is the overblotted form of? Which one of the dwarves do you think it is? Because I can't really remember the dwarves. I would fully traumatize I would fully traumatize the three of those boys because I can't run that much. Same, man. Actually, I'd probably say something to the effect of, I don't have to outrun the monster, I just have to outrun you.
無理無理。いくら俺様が天才でもあんなのに勝てっこねえんだぞ。
だが魔法石を持ち帰れなければ退学。僕は行く。冗談でしょ。俺は絶対に退学させられるわけにはいかないんだ。
This is the only case where my life matters most.
俺と勝負いいぜ。受けて立つ。
Imagine that it was full scale because this thing has to be a giant. Just ugh. That's an impossible level right there. Be quiet. Oh my god, that was so hard. I didn't think I'd make it out of I'd make it out alive, you guys. I think it was bigger than the mine tunnel in the manga. Oh god. Left you on 1 HP. I know, right? I was really struggling there. Oh, there goes Deuce. Bye, game over. Man. Oh no. I love when I beat the boss, but the cutscene disagrees. Yes. Yeah. Bayonetta. Back for Blood, actually. I think that's happened once in Back for Blood. I beat the boss, but the cutscene disagrees. Twist does that a lot. Except for the Malleus fight in Book 7. Like, you actually just lose that fight. And the cutscene does not disagree. You actually just can't win. Some fights you can't and aren't supposed to win, but they never tell you. Imagine if you could actually beat the Malleus boss fight in Book 7. The first Malleus boss fight in Book 7. That'd be crazy. Cause me and Hebe, I think we were watching. We were either, yeah, I think we were watching. No, I don't remember which one it was, but it was one of Rose Ember's videos about Twisted Wonderland. Proceeds to get the boss low HP. We were watching one of Rose Ember's Twisted Wonderland videos, and we were talking about how the HP Malleus had. He had 300,000 HP, and the highest HP I've ever seen in this game so far is like 80,000. And and I said he can heal himself. He can fully heal himself. That's not fair. That's not fair at all. 300,000. Auto OP healing. He's literally OP. OP. And he only gets stronger. He's literally only gonna get stronger. His overplot was literally a domain expansion that just keeps expanding. Domain expansion? Expanding domain? Facts. Cause like, he's a fairy. He's a fairy, so he can get his powers from nature. He's a dragon fairy. He gets his powers from nature. And because nature is everywhere, and because overblotting does give you a extreme boost and power at the cost of eating away at your magic, but because he can get magic out of everywhere. Much like Adia in Ortho's overblot, there's no stopping him because he could just repeatedly just generate magic, kind of like how these shrouds can just how the shroud's curse eats away at the blot. So if you don't beat him, you can't stop him. It's he wins. He just wins.
何だったんだよさっきの。あんなのいるなんて聞いてねえって。ただのゴーストではなさそうだったな。
Gotta love those OP enemies, right? Like, oh man, it's literally Malleus is literally an example of the boss when you fight him versus the boss when you get him. It's like Child in Genshin Impact. He's the perfect example of the boss when you fight him and the boss when you beat him, when you play as him. Because didn't they have to like nerf Child? Excuse me. Please correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure they had to nerf Child at some point during development when they were developing the rest of the game. They had to nerf him because so many people were having trouble on him. I'm going to let my 3 Grim plushies that watch me sleep watch you instead while I'm gone for a second. Okay. When I was fighting Child. I remember I was beating Child. I fought Child for the first time. I was very much underleveled. I was fighting Child for the first time. I was literally getting flashbacks to when I was little, and I would play Mortal Kombat on my cousin's Xbox all the time, and I just could not, for the life of me, beat Shao Kahn. I was getting flashbacks to Shao Kahn, because I'd always lose. Get beat down by Shao Kahn. I'd always lose. And it was like, I was literally just getting flashbacks. I was screaming like, ah! 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 But I beat him. Take that, you ginger Russian terrorist. When the boss you struggled against joins your team because the worst teammate possible. Facts. I got Child, and it was only after I got him that I realized I should have just waited for Ayato. Ayato was like a way better Hydro DPS than Child.
Ha? Koshinuke? 誰に向かって言ってんの?
なあ、デュース。お前、なんかキャラ変わってる気がするんだぞ。
悪い。少し取り乱した。
So what now?
お前ら、バーンとド派手な魔法とか使えねえのか？
大掛かりな魔法や複雑な魔法の使用には訓練がいる。
だから魔法学校があるんだけどね。パッと思い浮かべた通りに魔法を使うにはかなり練習が必要ってわけ。ぶっちゃけテンパってるとミスりやすい。
That's why Grim can only summon fire.
これからもっとすごい魔法使えるようになるんだぞ。俺様はまだ本気出してないだけなんだぞ。
とにかく僕は何とかしてあいつを倒して魔法石を持ち帰る。
だからお前さ、シャンデリアの時といい実は相当バカでしょ。さっき全然歯が立たなかったくせになんとかって何度やったって同じだろ。
なんだと？お前こそ。
また始まったんだぞ。いきなりでけえ声出してどうしたんだぞ。
You said it yourself, we can't hurt this thing. Why not try cooperating a little?
この突っ走り真面目くんとやだね。絶対やだ。
突っ走り？俺だってごめんだ。
This is literally not the time for that. We can't. What if we came up with a proper plan first?
作戦？それってみんなで仲良く協力しろってこと？は、何それ寒。よくそんなダッサいこと真顔で言えんね。
同感だ。こいつと協力なんかできるわけない。
You know, I really am looking forward to when I get my tablet. They'll get killed if they don't get along, right? Like in this entire story, it's not really surprising once you get to the story, but none of these guys can properly get along with each other unless, even if their lives are in danger, unless someone either smacks some sense into them or yells at them like you just did. I'm really looking forward to it getting on my tablet, because when I get it, I'm going to draw a comic of Momoko, Mayusona, when she's finally like dressing the way she wants to dress, you know, like a girl. And it's revealed just how dangerous she is, because like she's very, very proud of her hair. Hold up.
でも入学初日で退学ってもっとダセい気がするのだ。
Like, she's very, very proud of her hair, even though she had to take it down, and it's in an afro, and she's very, very proud of it. And like, I want to draw a comic of a guy at NRC trying to cut it out of spite, only for them to get their wrists broken as a result. That scissors didn't even glance. The scissors didn't even make contact with her hair before their wrist got broken. That's a comic I want to draw. Because, like I said, as cute as Momoka looks, she's rather dangerous.
それは。わかったよ。やればいいんでしょ。やれば。
Reminds me of that one Baki scene. Explain.
で、どんな作戦？
なあ、本当にその作戦うまくいくのかよ。いや、不安なんだぞ。
Some guy was beating everyone at judo until fighting the master. I think I might know what scene you're talking about, but keep explaining. Worry, I think this could really work.
行こう。
I never really got a proper look at the mine. He instantly failed at toppling the master and forfeited because his wrist somehow broke. I think I know what scene you're talking about. Oh, it wasn't. How the fuck did, how in the world did they get back to the school in time? Because they had to use the mirror to teleport here. Where is the school? Be gone! It was funny because it made no sense. Nothing in Baki. Baki makes sense up until a certain point, because at a certain point in Baki, absolutely none of it makes sense. Bye, Deuce.
ノーコン真面目くんは引っ込んでな。俺が仕留める。はあ
Broke his opponent's wrist as a defense mechanism. Hey, the greatest defense is a good offense, man. Bye, Ace. That replaced save chapter. Yeah, I replayed a chapter. Hold up. Oh. That thing's back. I replayed a chapter. Oh, never mind. No, it's back. It's absolutely back. The messages are horribly delayed. Sorry. No, 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 it's fine. Let's lure him as far from the cave as we can. There's a chance. We're counting on you.
Okay, お任せ。行くぜ、特大トップ。
アンドグリム様ファイヤースペシャル。ふんなー。
どうよ、グリムのしょぼい炎も俺が風で煽ってやればバーナー並みの火力だぜ。
しょぼくね。本当にお前一言多くてムカつくんだぞ。
The monster's afraid of our flaming tornado.
落ち着け。よく狙うんだ。俺が知る中で一番大きく。
Remember when you... Oh god, the message is so delayed. Remember when you basically one-shot him? I don't, because you apparently still alive. The dope, because you apparently still lost. Holy crap, we've been going for 3 hours. We're probably only gonna be able to get to book, we're not gonna be able to get to book 1 in the stream, so I'm gonna edit the stream's title. Now you gotta think up a strategy to beat the boss you supposedly one-shot earlier. I'll just use the same strategy. I mean, by the law of averages, it's gotta work at some point. And save. I changed the I edited the stream just say prologue because there's no way in hell we're getting through book 1 in the stream. We've been going for like 3 hours. And I don't know if one of my favorite streamers is gonna stream. Imagine the cutscene says you lose again. And I don't know if one of my favorite streamers is gonna stream tonight. Probably will. But he streams so late, dog.
見てみろ。化け物がさっきのエースみたいに大釜に押しつぶされてぺったんこになってるんだぞ。
さっきの俺みたいってのは余計だっつな。たく、今日はマジいいとこなしじゃん。あいつが足止めを食らってるうちに魔王石を取りに行くぞ。
I'm going to make an alternate Twitch account to go alongside my Tumblr where I'm just going to be drawing stuff because I want this account to be more focused on gaming as opposed to like drawing. So I'm gonna have to make an alternate Twitch account. I might have a third one too, or fourth. I might have a third one too that's just for random stuff. I don't know what the third one's gonna be for, but I do know that my second one is gonna be for drawing. And if I get the tablet, get the tablet, I'm going to get that new tablet. I'm going to stream for like 5 hours every day on that. I'm going to try to stream for 5 hours every day on that Twitch account because drawing every day for 5 hours improves your art skills. So I really want to draw funny comics when I use Sona. Possessive little demon, isn't it? Yes. Juice couldn't think of an anvil? Like, an anvil is heavier than a cauldron.
お前、大釜以外に召喚レパートリーないわけ？うるせえな。 張ってんだよ俺だって。
魔法石はゲットした。ずらかるんだぞ。
了解。
Yeah, he had to. Colleges aren't like so much. He remembered it. Oh my gosh, we're almost done. And then I'm done. I'm done. I'm going to go. I'm going to take a shower. I'm going to take a shower. After I might. Yeah, I'm going to take a shower after this. It's like 10:30. Once we get to chapter 20, once we get done with that, I'm done. And then I guess I'll stream book 1 tomorrow. I don't know. Depends if you're gonna be bored again tomorrow. You probably are, so I'll probably stream book 1 tomorrow. I'm off tomorrow. Okay, so I'll stream book 1 tomorrow. And hopefully we'll be able to get to book 2. Unlikely, but hopefully. My precious. Oh god, my voice. I should not do that. Give it back. They made a Golem game. I'm sure you already knew that. We should watch a YouTuber. I think his name was Kev do it. We should absolutely watch him try to play Golem. It's so funny. No one calls you that. You call yourself that. Oh man. Wow. Okay.
わかった。正解だ。お前は俺の手の内だ。よし、ジャミル。俺に任せとけ。任せてくれよ。
Why does he have even less health? Why does he have even less health? I don't know. I'm pretty sure you weren't even supposed to win that first fight. But you have to win this one. This is the part where he wakes up.
そうそう。変なこと言わないでくんない？
俺様が大天才だから勝てたんだぞ。力を合わせたから勝てたわけじゃねえんだぞ。
って言い訳すんのもダサいか。悔しいけどお前の作戦勝ちかな。ああ。お前が落ち着いて指示を出してくれたからこうして魔法石を手に入れられた。これで退学させられずに済む。本当に良かった。
Nah, you want because the story wanted it to happen. Shh. Shh. Shush. Shush. Let them have this.
はいはい、よかったよかった。マジくったくたのボロボロ。早く帰ろうぜ。
いっぱい魔法を使ったら腹が減ったんだぞ。ん？ これなんだ？
That's so true. The boss got hurt.
さっきの化け物の残骸か？
Oh, yes. Technically speaking, Grim. No, Grim only ate 6. He only ate 6 Overblood stones. He never did manage to find the Overblood stone from Book 6. I don't even think they had an Overblood stone in Book 6. Because the way the curse works. If it's not obvious, you shouldn't be eating these.
魔法石。いや、でもこんな石炭のように真っ黒な石は見たことがない。
くんくん。なんだかこれ、すげえいい匂いが
But
する
they
んだ
look
ぞ。
delicious. No. Not you too.
嘘だ。
あいつが隠し持ってたアメちゃんかもしれねえんだぞ。我慢できない。いただきます。
Like burnt nuggets. Ew. Spit it out. Out. Bad cat.
おい、大丈夫か？
ああ、そんなもん拾い食いするから。
Bad cat is crazy. That's a weasel. That's a cat monster.
まったりとしていて、それでいてコクがあり、香ばしさと甘さが舌の上で花開く。まるでお口の中が花畑だぞ。
やっぱモンスターって俺たちとは味覚が違うの？かもしれないな。というか、落ちている得体の知れないものを口に入れること自体、ほとんどの人間はやらない。
Are you sure you're okay?
ビミビミ。心配しなくても、俺様はお前たちと違ってそんなやわな腹をしてねえんだぞ。
ああ、後で腹下して泣いても知らねえからな。
さあ、気を取り直して、この魔法石を学園長に届けに行こう。
Ah, my mom just texted me. Thank God it didn't show the message. I'll read it when I'm done. We're almost done. Thank God it didn't show the message. My mom doesn't know I'm streaming. My mom doesn't know I'm streaming. Because I wasn't planning on streaming tonight. Neither of my parents know I'm streaming. They might get a notification that I have a VOD though when I upload this, so.
いやー、まさか本当に行くなんて。しかも魔法石を持って帰ってくるなんて思っていませんでした。粛々と退学手続きを進めてしまっていましたよ。
なんて野郎なんだぞ。俺様たちがとんでもねえ化け物と戦ってる時に。
化け物？
モンスターが出てきたんすよ。ほんとめっちゃえぐいわ強いわで大変だったんすけど。
詳しく話を聞かせてもらえますか？ほほう。炭鉱に住み着いた謎のモンスター。それを4人で協力して倒し、魔法石を手に入れて学園に戻ってきたと。
協力したっつが、たまたま目的が一致したというか。おおおお。
Alright, calm down there, head mage.
なんだこいつ。いい大人がしたんだぞ。
この私が学園長を務めて早10年。ナイトレイブンカレッジ生同士が手と手を取り合って敵に立ち向かい打ち勝つ日が来るなんて。
僕はこいつと手なんか繋いでいません。俺だってやだよ、気持ち悪いな。つか学園長年いくつ？
私は今猛烈に感動しています。
He's hundreds of years old. Like Crowley, it's old. He's not human.
今回の件で確信しました。あなたには間違いなく猛獣使い的才能がある。
Ignores the question and just inadvertently, I just noticed this. He just inadvertently proving he's old. He also just inadvertently called all the students of Night Ribbon College beasts. Jeez. What talents are those exactly?
ナイトレイブンカレッジの生徒たちは皆闇の鏡に選ばれた優秀な魔法師の卵です。しかし優秀がゆえにプライドが高く我も強く、他者と協力しようという考えをみじんも持たない個人主義かつ自己中心的なものが多い。
ほとんどいいこと言ってねえんだぞ。
あなたは魔法が使えない。
Foreshadowing.
ですが、おそらく使えないからこそ魔法を使える者同士をこうして協力させることができた。
That really should have been foreshadowing. That really was foreshadowing.
きっとあなたのようなへーへーボンボンな普通の人間こそがこの学園には必要だったのです。
Alright, you don't have to roast me.
全然いいこと言ってなくね？
あなたは間違いなくこの学園の未来に必要な人材となるでしょう。私の教育者の勘がそう言っています。トラッポラ君、スペード君、二人の退学を免除するとともに、あなたにナイトレイブンカレッジの生徒として学園に通う資格を与えます。
I can't use magic, right?
ええ、なんせ私とびっきり優しいので。ですが、一つだけ条件があります。あなたは魔法が使えない。魔法師としては
Congratulations!
満足に授業を受けることすらできないでしょう。
Oh wait, no. Let me say this properly. Congratulations! I didn't even want to be here, man. I didn't. Momika literally just. Momika literally just. Momoko was literally isekai'd into this world. She didn't ask to be here.
そこでグリム君、君は今日魔法師として十分な才能を持っていることを私に証明しました。
When are you gonna give him his tuna?
よって君たち二人で一人の生徒としてナイトレイブンカレッジの在籍を認めます。
He still hasn't given Graham his tuna.
俺様もこの学園に通えるのか？雑用係じゃなく生徒として？
はい。ただし昨日のような騒ぎは二度と起こさないように。いいですね。
Please, God. I'm sure you're super happy to be attending the school unintentionally against your will. Cause I didn't ask to be here.
俺様。
I'm so happy for you.
やったんだぞ。
それではナイトレイブンカレッジの生徒の証である魔法石をグリム君に授けましょう。
魔法石？
本来生徒は魔法石がついたマジカルペンを使うのが決まりですが、その肉球ではうまく握れないでしょ。特別カスタムです。ああ、なんと細やかな気遣い。
It's not a bloodstone, so he won't eat it.
私優しすぎませんか？
Alright, Carly. Okay, Carly.
やったんだぞ。かっけえんだぞ。俺様だけの魔法石の首輪なんだぞ。
全然話聞いてませんね。いいですか？ご覧の通りグリム君はまだ人間社会に不慣れです。君がしっかり手綱を握って騒ぎを起こさないよう監督するように。
すげえじゃんお前。入学したばっかでもう監督生になっちゃったわけ？
Probably because Grim isn't human. He's not. No, you're kidding. You're kidding, Hebe. Grim isn't human. I wouldn't have guessed.
なるほど。お前たちの寮に寮生は2人だけなのか。つまり学園長にグリムの監督を任されたお前が監督生ってことになるんだな。
I can't help it.
前代未聞なんじゃねえの？魔法が使えない監督生なんてさ。いいね。クールじゃん。魔法が使えない監督生。
I'm sorry. I thought he was a furry. I'll do my best, brother. He is the size of a small child. A small child. Like a toddler. Even smaller than it, actually.
なるほど、監督生ですか。ちょうど頼みたい仕事もありますし、肩書きがあるのは都合がいい。いえ、素晴らしい。
What was that? Furry infant. Oh my god. What was that, Crowley?
監督生君、あなたにこれを預けましょう。
That just happens to know how to speak and walk.
これは通称ゴーストカメラと呼ばれるものです。
Ghost.
あ、そればあちゃんに聞いたことあるかも。すっげえ昔の魔法道具っすよね。
すっげえ昔というほどでも。ごほん。確かに君のひいおばあ様かひいひいおばあ様が子供の頃に発明されたものかもしれません。
Ghost. Look, I would hardly consider them super old. Crowley is old. His grandma knows about this, but Crowley also knows about this. Crowley's old. But it may indeed have been invented when your great or great-great-grandmother was a child. You're old. You're an old man.
このカメラには特別な魔法がかけられていて、被写体の姿だけでなく、魂の一部をも映し取ることができるのです。
That's over 100 years back, yeah. At least, yeah, Crowley's not human. Crowley is not human. He's a fairy, I'm pretty sure. Crowley is very, very old. Our people think Crowley is a fairy. We know Crowley's not human.
魂の一部。
メモリーとも呼ばれています。そしてこの魔法のカメラの面白い点は、撮影者と被写体の魂の結びつきが深くなると、写真に写されたメモリーが飛び出してくるところです。
Soulbound.
撮影者が被写体と親しくなることにより、写真が動画のように動いたり、実体を伴って抜け出したりするようになるんです。面白いでしょう？
What the hell is Wicked Keen?
映ったものが抜け出す？
ええ。だからゴーストカメラと呼ばれたそうです。まだ動画のない時代、より鮮明に思い出を残すために開発されたものらしいですが、スペード君の言う通り、昔の人は飛び出したメモリーを見てゴーストだと驚き、このカメラで写真を撮られることを非常に恐れたんだとか。
I read ghost photography as something else. I know exactly what you read that as.
なんか人騒がせなカメラだな。
監督生君、あなたはこのカメラでグリム君や他の生徒たちを撮影し、学園生活の記録を残してください。
ランララン、俺様がかっこいいところじゃんじゃん撮るんだぞ。
I guess next stream we could try to play through book 1. Okay, Hebe, because you're the reason I even started streaming to begin with. Streaming tonight to begin with.
特にああいうお調子者が悪さをしたときには必ずメモリーを残しておくこと。
Okay, so you're the reason I even started streaming tonight to begin with. Ignore that. You're the hi. When me and Hebe are deciding, should we reread the first part of the Zoom event and then go through the rest of the Zoom event next stream, or should we read through book 1? Stop! There's a reason why I'm hanging up. Hold on, I'll be right back. While I'm gone, you can decide what it is that we should stream tomorrow night. Hebe, I'll be back. I'm back. Okay, so Hebe, should we do the Twisted Sim event? Okay, I will make each option A or B. I will let you choose one. If you don't like the outcome, that means you really want the other one. What's happening? So, Hebe, do you want the Twisted Summerland event, or do you want book 1 tomorrow?
Watashiへの報告書代わりにうってつけでしょ。監督生としてしっかり周囲に目を光らせ、記録を取るように。
I want to see the A or B option. Okay.
魔法師でなくても使える希少な魔法道具を気前よく渡すなんて。私の優しさ、天井知らずじゃありません。
Thank you, sir.
さて、今日はもう遅い。詳しい話は明日にしましょう。
Oh, you're giving him a 50-50. Thank you, Jesse's. Hold on. That's it? Yes. Thank you, Jesse, for the follow.
皆さん、寮に戻りなさい。
では、失礼します。
Nope. It's for tomorrow. Tomorrow, because it's getting late. And I don't want to get called again during my stream. So we're doing Twisted Summerland tomorrow. And we'll do book 1 after that. I'm so happy to see more people play Twisted Wonderland. Hi. Okay, I can see your full name. Thank you, Jessie Gisette Strun for the follow. I'm so happy to see more people playing Twisted Wonderland. I'm so happy to see more people watching my streams. I get to ramble to more people about this game I like. Jess, test, run. Jess, test, run. Jess, test, run. Thank you. Thank you, Hebe. I don't know if it's pronounced Jesse or Jess, but thank you for breaking it down for me. Oh, if you were wondering what my mom wanted, she wanted some chocolate.
明日から俺様もナイトレイブンカレッジの生徒なんだぞ。お前たちなんかぶっちぎって学年主席になってやるんだぞ。
二人で一人の半人前の癖してよく言うぜ。
It's Jesse. It's okay.
よかったんじゃないの?
You're not the only one who had trouble with my name. Oh, thank you. I'm gonna try to remember that. Jesse, test, run. Jesse, test run. Tessie, just test run. But thank you for the follow.
明日からは同級生だな。監督生、グリム。
Pleasure is all mine.
改めてそういうのはずいからやめない？
Someone called me Jester before.
そうだな。これから嫌でも毎日顔を合わせるだろう。特にこいつとは同じハーツラビル領だし。
毎日こんな真面目腐った顔を見なきゃいけないかと思うと嫌になっちゃうね。
They're roommates too. Have any? I know you have it, Hebe, but have D-Chan, Jesse, have any of you seen? Because they came out with another one, but this time Deuce was with them. Have you seen Deuce's Cloud Calling on the Savannah card? The groovy of it specifically. Cause good lord, what is Vargas doing to these guys? Oh, that! Yes! It's like, what in the world? He got jacked, right? And Jesus, Ace has to either be the stupidest man alive or the bravest man alive to go out of his way to annoy Deuce. Good lord. Or at least the lighting over exaggerated everything. I don't think it did. Cause like we've seen his tracking uniform. We've all seen his track uniform, right? We've seen that. There's no way that was over exaggerated. What in the world is Vargas doing to these boys? God, imagine if Jack had actually participated in the event. Imagine what his groovy would have looked like. Good lord. Protein shakes. I'm just excited to see Deuce beat people up in front of his upperclassmen. Yes! I'm so happy too. He actually has a reason to beat people up and not get in trouble for it. You know, I really wish that if they're gonna do a rerun of the Cloud Calling on the Savannah bit, that they should use different characters other than Deuce. Like, don't make it like... I think Deuce is getting more, but because of all the main book nonsense, probably. But I feel like they should replace, like, all the characters with someone new, or at least let Jack participate this time. I really would have loved to see that. More buff!
それはこっちのセリフだ、サボリマエース。
はいはい。大学に半べそ書いてた泣き虫デュース。
He could take all that pent up aggression he has when Ace calls him Juice. Yes. Let out all your pent up aggression, Deuce. Catharsis is healthy. It doesn't always work, but it's pretty healthy. Those two seem like they're made for each other.
俺様たちも寮に戻るんだぞ。明日からは雑用係じゃない。ついに。
I need to do a meme. I need to do the meme of why I played versus why I stayed for Twisted Wonderland. Because I started playing Twisted Wonderland for Leona and Malleus, but I ended up staying because of Ace, Deuce, and Grim.
ナイトレイブンカレッジの生徒として俺様たちの輝かしい学園生活が始まるんだぞ。
You know, I wanted to live stream Love and Deep Space because I downloaded it. The person on my live the other day started shipping Ace X Deuce. Oh my god, it's the intro! I'm so happy! And that was the prologue! So tomorrow we're doing the Zoom event. I know I said I was like done once I finished the prologue, but I really want to talk about it. I saw, okay, the person on my live the other day started shipping Ace X Deuce. They knew nothing else at the story besides the prologue. Started for Adia, but stayed for Azul's Chaos. Right intro exists. We get to see the shoes. I forgot what I was going to say. I was going to say something, but I forgot. What was I going to say? Oh, I love the intro, but I've seen so many memes and jokes about anime intros that I literally cannot take anime intros seriously anymore. Like, I see how cool they are, and they're super hype, but like, I can't see anything the same anymore. That intro was pretty cool, and his psychotic eels, yes. The scary eels. The intro was pretty cool. I can't wait to see what the actual anime intro is going to look like when they do animate the Twisted Wonderland mangas. I'm excited for that. And I can't wait to see how many fans of... I forget which one, what his name was, but it was the first Yu for Heart Slip Yule in the manga. I think it was Emma. Law and Order had a stereotypical anime opening, and I had to laugh. Christ. Oh man, Christ. My parents, oh my god. my counselor, my advisor, my college advisor, my parents, and possibly my aunts, my uncles, and my nana. My cousins too, holy crap. Oh god, my entire family is going to see this. They're gonna see this, because there's no way that my parents aren't sharing this with the rest of the family. And my dad is absolutely going to encourage me to share my channel with the rest of my family. They're all gonna see this. Oh my god, no. No. Oh well. Nothing can be done about it now. I mean, it's embarrassing, but that is the whole reason why I started streaming. So that way I can share my interests with my family, because I'm honestly a little too shy to actually bring it up in conversation, and I'm way too awkward about it. But yeah, that was the prologue, and tomorrow we're gonna do the Twisted Superland event. We're gonna reread all the parts that I finished, so part 1 through 10. At least we could be embarrassed with you because of our chats. Yes, at least you can. Although your chats weren't fully visible on the screen. The only reason I can see all your chats is because I'm looking at the stream manager through the tablet. But yes. So we're gonna reread parts 1 through 10 of the Twisted Superland event, and then we're gonna play through... Well, we're gonna play through, all of part 2, or as far as we could get. Aw, man. I remember we were playing, me and Hebe were playing through, reading through part 1, and our friend, Ty, he was online too, and, at one point, he left the call. And then he came back. He left the call, and we just continued playing like nothing because we knew he came back. He came back, and I wasn't able to say anything because I was locked into playing the rhythm part of the event, the inevitable rhythm part. But it was so funny. But yeah, that's the prologue. Oh man. Yay! I actually managed to do my daily missions for once. I typically don't like doing the twist tunes. But, yep. Oh, I'm gonna call it a night. And, Bye bye.